Okay, guys, we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I will be your friendly dungeon master this evening, or this morning, or this afternoon, whenever this finds you, wherever this finds you, whenever this finds you. This is very early in the morning for me, so my brain is still not quite firing on all cylinders. Today, we are carrying on with our ongoing campaign, playing Advanced Dungeons & Dragons 2nd Edition, playing through the 2013 adventure, Legacy of the Crystal Shard. And we are also drawing a substantial amount of material from Wizards of the Coast's of relatively recent release, Icewind Dale Rime of the Frost Maiden. If you are intending on playing Icewind Dale Rime of the Frost Maiden at some point, this adventure and the session will be containing spoilers. So if you don't want to have anything spoiled from you from that adventure, definitely come back at another time and then join us. If you don't care about the spoilers or you don't care about the Icewind Dale, well then welcome. Let me introduce you to the stars of the Legacy of the Crystal Shard campaign. I'll go the order I've got everyone on the screen here. Why don't you tell us who you are, who you're playing, and at what level are you currently? First up, we've got John.
Hey everyone, I am John, and I am playing Falkrel Hawkfriend. He is a half-Sylvan Elf, Ranger, level 7, and Specialty Priest of Solinar, recently, level 8.
Oh! Congratulations, I forgot about that. Next up is Darren.
Yeah, I'm Darren. I'm playing Trin Stainpaw, level 4 Thief Knoll, and recently leveled up to level 4.
Very nice. Next up is Brandon.
Hi, I'm Brandon. I'm playing a Grim Buckman. He's a 7th level mage with more spite than fireballs at the moment, which is worrisome.
Nice. And that's right. You had 2 sessions ago, those freaking shadows kept interrupting your spells. Yeah, that's brutal. And last but certainly not least is Andrew.
Good morning, everyone. I'm playing Kola Hammerstone, Dwarven Priest of Clangeddon Silverbeard of the 7th level for a while yet.
Nice.
The level's a doozy, man.
So, guys, last time was a bit of a tense encounter. Let me bring over to the map, and then you guys can tell. Let's hear, John, what happened. And Brandon, what happened last time. This is where we find ourselves right now, guys. Let me see if I've got a visual aid to help with the summary as well.
I remember those.
What happened last time, guys?
Well, we encountered another Null vampire, as you might have guessed. So we spent quite a bit of time sort of negotiating and sort of retreating and fighting with this Null vampire in various parts of the cavern, until I think potentially in a sort of fortuitous situation, the one of the tunnels actually collapsed and separated us from the vampire. So we was stuck on one side and it was the other side. At that point, we continued searching the caverns and come upon 2 of the other Null vampires sort of restoring themselves, almost asleep, trying to sort of recover and restore themselves. We sort of basically snuck up on them and took them out before they could react. So luckily we stealthed up on them and managed to finish them off, and we used some sort of holy water, I believe, to sort of finish their remains off. And then the rest of the time, we've been sort of trying to dig our way through this cave-in to the point where we got desperate. Trin had run out of torches, or virtually run out of torches. We scavenged everything we could find. And Kola had decided he was going to try a magic solution, and where we left it, he was trying to turn water into no, what was it? Is it water into mud? Is that the spell?
It's water to gas or water to air.
Yeah.
Oh, right. So because it was a frozen sort of cave in, we were hoping that basically, if we did that spell, it would clear the blockage and we'd be able to escape before we run out of air and torches, and it was getting pretty desperate.
Yep. So we got everyone up here. I'll make sure everyone's
One more very important detail here, especially to re-emphasize or to emphasize how desperate it was. The spell in question it was used by the Ring of Mud. And to remind Brandon and John,
I know what that ring does.
there's a bit of a potential consequence to using that ring.
Has the spell been cast yet?
The spell was cast as the final minute of the final act of our last session. So right now we get to find out if Kola is going to be transported to another plane of existence.
Oh, you're about to find out, because Falcarol has his hand on your shoulder, making sure you don't go anywhere.
That's not how that works.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a reaction spell in.
Yeah, and if anything, John, if you're touching me while this happens, I can imagine, if anything, I think that might go a little ass backwards on you.
Have you forgotten Falcarol is protective against Kola, and he would go with him if necessary?
So I have the appropriate thing selected, and I'm going to hit delete in 3, 2,
Oh no.
Shifting.
1. So, with a casting of the spell, you can feel the ring is a little bit warm on your hand, Kola. Not uncomfortable, like not painful, but definitely not comfortable. Like taking something out of like hot dishwater, and putting it on, and where it's like it's not going to burn your skin, but it's really not comfortable. But then the collapsed seam in there it all drifts off in a mist, and you guys can see the flickering light. Those of you with dark vision, well, actually you're spoiled because of the torches. You can see ahead. There's that chamber that you originally came through, and it's up. You still got from Trin, it's probably another like 5 feet up until you reach that chamber, and then you can see in. The rest of you, it's between 10 and 20 or 25 feet from down to the top. But the way appears to be clear now. What do you guys wish to do?
I'll reach out and grab Falcarol. Okay. You're here, which means I'm here. This isn't an illusion.
Are you?
It is a small chance. It's not a very big chance that I would go, but.
All right, so we're leaving.
Well.
Yeah, I think I'll be taking a gasp of sort of new, what I would class as fresh air, because the air was getting quite stale and getting a bit desperate. And I'm going to clamber up this last sort of 5-10 foot of slope, just to get into a bigger space and just sort of breathe, to be honest.
So as you come out and make your way into this big chamber here, let's see here. I'll give you a reminder of what we're looking at here. This is... Oh, the Chamber of Snow Death. Oh boy, okay. I mean, just another chamber. Ignore me.
Snow can die horribly for all I care.
There still is the stink in here too. It is a little less of the like charnel house reek that you've been trapped in for the last little while. But as you come out, you've been down there as well too. You guys all took a rest, so it's been at least 10 hours that you guys have been down there.
Oh, I missed my rest.
Oh, that's okay. You've got tons of fireballs still at the ready, don't you? I mean, you're...
yeah.
Oh, no! All right, so you stagger out. Honestly, everyone was making saves last time to see if they were going to get a good enough sleep. So, like, narratively speaking, your character could very
Makes
well...
sense.
Yeah, because it was... imagine being stuck in, like... I mean, effectively like a dumpster full of rotting meat.
Yeah.
That's
well, and also if we weren't conserving light with torches, he probably wasn't able to read and do
precisely.
Anything,
Yeah.
But thanks, Kevin. I used to work in undergrad in the summers. I used to work at J.M. Schneider
Oh,
which for
man.
our American, well, the Americans have Schneider's meats down there, right? You guys have that in your grocery stores.
I don't think
anyway,
so.
it's a it was a meat factory, meat packing plant, and I worked in the blending department, which most of the time was fine. But one of the jobs they got the summer students to do was called tankage. I won't. You know, some of you people still have to have breakfast, so but it's,
there's there's in my hometown. There's a couple of like meat plants, and like you can fucking drive past them, and like blocks away you can smell them when the wind is right. They're just ugh.
We got a canning plant near me.
Yeah.
It's funny where I live. We've got a lot of those, but the thing that smells the most is the Quaker Oats plant that makes Captain Crunch. That thing just whenever they're doing the crunch berries, that thing just reeks up the entire town.
Yeah. There's it's closed down now, but near where same town, there's a sugar beet plant that would process sugar, and when the wind was right, you're just like, fuck me, this smells terrible. All right. So anyway, industrial farming, not great on the nostrils.
So I will note for the party though that you know, Brandon, you probably benefited from rests and stuff. That's fine. Just to flag though that we had healed up and then used the ring after the most recent rest. So Cola actually has cast spells, and so I don't have my spells available to me.
Okay, so we need to get out of here then.
I think I've got
Rest.
I have a single cure moderate available to me right now.
I have cure light and 2 cure mods and a cure serious.
Okay. All right.
So the Knoll got away, right? So we're still.
There's one remaining vampire, we believe, which we were trying to rid the place of, but
Yeah, if there's one, there'll be many.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You
How
all
we
We
knew
piled-
still
is, I
haven't
don't know.
found their like actual, like we found a resting place, but not necessarily the actual den.
and it was to Kelly Lee's former lair, where you found 2 of them. Mm-hmm. When you fought them as well too, the other Knoll vampire that you guys are aware of was on the far side. You did not find his body in the collapsed snow. So there may be one, at least one more that is out there, but he was not trapped, or they were not trapped in their lair or their crypt or whatever. Crypt.
I forgot. I took that mana potion, so I do have one more fireball. Yeah, but that's not much. And a
So-
turn monster if we run into something that Rimmerus.
Nice. Turn or hold?
No, that's Charm Monster for the
Charm.
Rimmerus. Yeah.
I heard
So if we
turn
want to make a
monster.
friend.
Okay, so what are you guys thinking?
Thinking I need a little healing.
Okay. Yeah, you're down by 20.
Well, I'm actually down by 30 because you drained my con.
Is your...
My actual hit points are supposed to be 69, but my con's down.
Oh, right.
Yeah, my con's down too.
So,
I'll hit myself with a cure mod, I think.
okay.
Or just my hit.
Forget how much those heal. 2d4 plus 3?
Hey, actually, that's a good point.
It's been too long. 2d4 plus 3, yeah. I wrote it down somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah, 7. It's a little better.
Alright.
Did this make a noise? This spell? Did it sort of
It
cause
makes noise, yeah.
Well, I meant the clearing of the cave in. Did that?
I did,
make
yeah.
quite
'Cause
a bit of noise.
with the sudden removal of it, there was the shifting of the glacier as well too. So the cracking and shifting of ice and the settling of it in the new form that would have echoed throughout the caves.
Yeah, I just wondered because, well, the whole of last session we were being tormented by this giggling and the cackling. I just wondered if that might have triggered any sort of noise from somewhere else within the.
No, and I think what
Caverns.
Falcrol could tell you is, depending on the time of day, it if it was not able to access its lair and if it was injured, it may have gone to hunt in order to refresh its things. And you know, the others can tell you that these types of vampires, these Tekeli Lee spawn, they don't transform into bats, they transform into snowy owls.
Do they still have issues with daylight, these ones?
I'm not sure these guys have ever encountered one during the day.
Right. Okay.
So, Falcrol's topped up a little bit in heals. We've got a fireball on deck. What do you guys want to do next? And you do not hear any cackling.
We've been in this particular area before.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, we have, yeah.
Yeah. I have little memory, so somebody might need to...
Yeah, we came from the west, I believe, last session.
Yeah, I think so.
Was that the tower that way? The broken tower thing?
I think so.
Yeah.
Either that or yeah.
That's the way we came, yeah, I believe so. And I think to the north was a dead end, I believe.
To the northeast or the northwest?
Northeast, sorry. Northeast, yeah.
I think it does. Yeah, I think that's what I remember too.
So I don't know if we want to head back towards the exit or the entrance or whichever you want to call it.
Well, if we're sealed up, so we can't get through past down here to get to the knoll, right? Because it's caved in.
No, the cave-in's dealt with.
That's what we just cleared.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we could go follow where the knoll was on the opposite side of the cave-in, right? Like.
Yeah.
Well, that's the way we're going now.
Okay, well let's.
He was this side, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
where
one vampire knoll.
The cave-in had actually trapped you guys in their lair. Like there was no exit from it.
Oh, so he got out the other way. Okay,
yeah, that's
gotcha.
why Kola was in. It was in the midst of a fight. It was actually just. It was one of those like battlefield damage rolls from the combat and tactics table. And so I think it was Tom who just swung his sword and happened to hit the wall really, really hard in the wrong place, and it brought the thing down.
Which, wasn't actually that it was a bad thing, quote unquote, but it turned out to not be that bad because we were pretty like I had no spells left. We were all hurting pretty bad, and this thing had only taken like maybe 10% damage.
Yeah.
Also, fellows, just the three of us, we were hitting it and not doing a whole lot to it. This one seems particularly tough, so just to have that into our calculations here.
Yeah. I mean, if I can go get a better, my spell loadout's not ideal. It wasn't ideal to come when I came here, so I also don't have I also don't think I lost my armor spell, so I'm like low armor too. So I don't know. Maybe we should get out of here and refresh.
Hawkgirl is a undead favorite enemy, so he is eager to kill the thing, but he will defer to what you guys want to do.
Yeah, I'm eager to finish the job because, my tribe's at risk as far as I'm concerned. So,
I believe our plan had been at the very least to try to figure out where their den is in here. If there's a way to do that and successfully exfiltrate without drawing attention, we could rest, now knowing where they actually sleep, be able to quickly get back to there and then do something about them and maybe plan. Because running in there, depending on if we get in there and there's like 20 of them, probably not a good idea to run in fireballs blazing to begin with anyway.
Yeah.
Until we know what
Fireball blazing with 20 of them is the best idea.
Sure, so long as we have a exit strategy and more than one fireball.
Help with that.
So what are you thinking, guys?
I vote for finding them and killing them.
Trin's going to start to walk forwards up here.
Okay.
We just maybe since we've got a thief with us, maybe Trin could scout out.
It's the light's the problem.
That's true.
But
That's
you've
a
got
good point.
dark
If I could
vision,
see.
you not?
No.
But you're
the
a
problem.
noble.
Yeah, but it's another one of those where only some of them have dark vision. I think there's a percentage chance.
I see. Well, I have dark vision, but I'm
sure
not
that's the
very
case.
stealthy.
I mean, he's super stealthy, but he's got like this 30-foot beacon in front of him.
I could be stealthy if I took my armor off, but that's not an option.
Well, we're just gonna have to. We'll just have to pray to Clangeddon and hope that this all works out.
So each of these
Don't forget about Solinar.
tunnels, guys, it leads up further. Like you've gone down like 2 levels effectively as you've been making your way down into this vampire lair. It is about 10 or 15 feet from the bottom up to the top. Where would you like to go?
I'm gonna start to
This
slowly
is level, this
go up
part
this
here.
one. Yeah,
I'm gonna take a peek down here quick.
Okay.
I'm sure that leads to a dead end, but yeah, we'll wait for you.
Can't let him out of my sight.
Okay.
I can.
Okay.
Okay, so you peek in here, and what is in here are what look to be crude, like, they'd almost be like mounded snowmen, but they've got gore-covered bits of skull and skeletons and stuff stuck in instead of an old stovepipe and carrot. There are about 6 of these things, almost like when you walk in here, Cola, you're taken aback for a moment before you realize that these things are just mounds of snow and gore, and it looks like there's at least one of them that has a poorly flensed or poorly cleaned skull that is stuck with snow around it, so it looks almost like the skull is emerging from the snow. These mounds and the bloody paw prints on these make you the size of them are only about a little more than 3 feet tall, and they seem likely to have been made by larger hands or paws, so it's more like something that will be made by something Trin size. And you're looking at these things, and you sort of, because one of them, there is still an eye that is stuck in the snow.
So it looks like, well, this is clearly remnants of the of Trin's tribe and things that they used to, but like, that's brutal. All right, I'll relay this back.
The skulls all seem to be human, human or elf or dwarf or halfling or something like that. Like they're not gnoll skulls.
No, okay, sorry, I misunderstood. I assumed that this was like his people literally sitting here. Okay, but all right.
Cola,
maybe.
Would you mind giving us a? Let's see here. Let's save. Would you give us a save versus petrification or polymorph, please? Nat 20, beautiful. So what you can see is you're about to move back, and then you see it's sitting in a empty socket of a skull partially buried in snow. It's sitting in some slightly gore-stained snow, but one of the eyes, all white over with the frozen with the color gone, it kind of turns and looks at you.
Okay. Yep. And I'm gonna start moving back, and I'll like, knowing Falcro came with me, I'm gonna like push my arm behind me as I'm moving back to him. They'll be like, nope.
Okay.
We're not going in there.
What's in there?
Skulls and bones, and
You start hearing Falcro from in that chamber. There are voices murmuring.
and that.
That only started as Cola's pushing you back as well too. Trin and Grim, Trim, you're making your way partially up there, and you can hear first the sound of Cola's voice. You know, his not brassy, but his well projected dwarven voice carrying through. Back, no, get back. And then you start hearing that sort of murmuring sound as well.
Does that sound familiar to the voices I heard before when we was going around the caves? Old sort of gnolls?
No, most definitely not. These are definitely human, or like some kind of. I don't mean humanoid in the like classic D&D sense. I mean humanoid as in like
human,
elf or dwarf or how. Yeah.
Okay.
The thing I think the kind you call like maybe the pink folk, or like the soft folk.
Yeah.
So. Cola seems like he's pushing Falcrol back into that main chamber.
Yeah, I'm going with him.
And as you get
Not
into
boring,
there,
huh, guys?
oh, sorry, Brandon, I was talking over you.
I was saying that boring, huh, guys?
And as soon as you get to the exit from that one little crevasse that bends its way down towards that room, Cola, the sounds from that chamber stop.
Okay.
Let's go that way last.
Yeah. Don't really feel like going in there.
Did we not fight something like less bloody and chunky once before? Like that? Golem snowmen?
Maybe, yeah.
Rude.
Was there any way through? Was there any other exits that way?
In that room, there were a couple other pathways on the other sides of the chamber, but the beady-eyed skull staring at me, trying to. I couldn't tell if it was petrification or not. Right? I just know that the thing stared at me and started.
Honestly, that was really just I wanted you to roll a fear effect.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there wasn't. You're not being affected by magic, which is why you weren't getting your magic bonus from it. It was really just a matter of let's see,
fair.
save versus the heebie-jeebies.
Fair enough. Okay, and then I unwittingly ended up acting as if I was affected by the heebie-jeebies anyway, even with a natural 20.
Natural reaction.
That's more Andrew scared of Kevin than it is Cole scared of the situation.
Well, that's just being rational, really.
Yeah, that's a safe response.
But yeah, there were a couple other paths on the other side of the chamber. Just you got to get past the creepy skull that looks at you. So we'll see.
Fireball it.
I'm sure you could. I'm sure I could also, Falcor or I could probably also do some thing against evil and ward ourselves against it or something if we need to. But let's save that one for last. I don't think that was the right direction anyway.
How's it looking up there, Trin?
Well, I stopped when you went the other way, so I shall continue to climb up to the top of this.
So that is. There's nothing remarkable about this cavern.
Does look like it's. I'll just check this core. Oh, there is a little car. Is that an exit heading down the southwest?
There is, yeah.
It looks like it potentially loops back round to where we were.
This one is. You remember this one is the one that had all the icicles hanging down. It was very difficult to make your way through here. The icicles had melted. Whatever happened to form this chamber, it almost created like a series of pillars you had to sort of navigate your way through, and there was a little path broken through them from larger creatures making their way through.
Yeah, so it was like prison bars almost of stalactites and stalagmites where they'd sort of met. Yeah, so we've been here before, so I'll lead the group back to...
Okay.
Back to there. So this is now heading back the way we've come.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Slowly but surely.
Cola, you're the last one going down, so you think you can hear a voice coming from that west side entrance.
Yeah, dope.
Knows my name. I'll give one furtive glance back at that other chamber before I.
You can feel your heart kind of beating a little faster as you're staring at that, almost willing something to come around the corner. Because it dog legs to the left as soon as you enter that little passage.
Right. Okay. I might as I go down. I might clutch my my holy.
Okay.
Holy item.
That's up. Where you're going right now is up.
Yeah. Up. Sorry. As I go up.
Yeah. Okay. And you find, I think by the time you're at the top, you've increased your speed more to be a more brisk step. So what was just a slog up finally is like getting up that last set of the last stretch of the slope. Now, Trin, from where you are, and you're holding your torch out, you can see that just to your immediate, if you're facing down to the southwest, to your left, there's another chamber, another passageway that will drop back down. Let me turn this off. Snap. There we go. No snapping. Down here. And then on the far side, there's another one that leads down.
Okay.
And this carries on the level.
Yeah. And that looks like it joins up where we've come from. And then I shall head over and just shine my torch. I think we've been down both.
I think we have to go to the left.
I recall going the other way around in this. So I think we're heading out.
We're going to have to fight the creepy snowman, aren't we?
In this one, let's see here. 1 second here, guys.
Yeah, we haven't been the creepy snowman way.
Oi, Cola. Stay inside.
So you're trying to look down there, Trin, and it's not that far down, so it's only about 15 feet down. But you think for a brief moment you see a dark, hulking figure pass across the light, going from the northeast down to the southwest.
Like a shadow.
Like a shadow passing across the light cast by your torch.
Okay, I shall back up so that I can sort of whisper to the others.
Okay.
I think I saw a shadow down the corridor to the south. Large.
All right, well,
Aqua moves towards the tunnel.
Oh, is this freaking Father Limerick or whatever his name? It's not Father Limerick.
Yeah, Father Limerick. I don't know.
Father Limerick. Ice Elder Evil, whatever his name is.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Father Limerick, I think it is. Let's that might be a bad place.
Don't invoke that name. That's bad.
Well, probably. Well, we're already in a bad place. So
Falcarol, you are looking down in that chamber, and you think you see near the far side a human-sized figure stagger forward, hit the wall, and
yep, this is it.
Its hand is up, but you can see that the hand is covered in the whitish red indication of horrific frostbite.
Yep, this is it. Let's not go here.
What do you know of this?
We've gone over this last time. This is the one I saved your dog from, if I recall correctly. Remember?
Dog?
Yeah, who knows? Somebody's dog I saved.
I don't think that was here, actually.
Oh, I thought it was here. Okay.
No, you're confusing this with another part of the Caves of Hunger.
Okay, well, never mind then. It's something that this had charmed him, I thought. But anyway, could be wrong.
Falkroll, so it looks like a humanoid, like just
Yeah,
is it
a human.
obviously undead.
Fall into the... no, I mean, it looks like a living thing that's just got horrific frostbite on it. It's on the... Like, it's fallen against the walls as if it's barely able to stand. And you can see its shoulders are moving up and down with labored breathing. And it drops to its knees. It leaves a bit of a trail with fine streaks of red on the wall.
Every instinct is telling me to stay away from this thing, but Falkroll will clear his throat and says, "If you need assistance, speak, friend."
There is a very odd echoing sound that comes as if there is some strange nave down at the bottom of that. Like as if the chamber below is much bigger than it looks. Not as if it like carries out for a long distance, but more like it may be taller or deeper than what you think. The figure that you see down there tries to stagger to its feet and then sort of stumbles to its left, and it falls further than you can see.
Yep.
So it falls off in this direction, Falkroll. So it's not that you're unable, it's just that from where you are, right, you're looking down 15 feet, the angle you're at, you can't quite see it.
The vampire victim.
Falkroll, if that's the case with what Grimm mentions, victims with vampires, if they are up and alive,
They're possessed or whatever.
they potentially maybe spawn.
Well, then we should maybe put him out of his misery.
It smells like a trap.
I don't know.
And you're sure we've come this way before?
No, maybe not. I don't know.
Where you're thinking of, Grimm, was actually
I think
a big part of, like a big wall of ice.
Yeah, that's what when you said describe the hand on the wall, that's what I was thinking. So yeah.
And so
So
Falkroll,
that's different.
he'll choke up on his halberd and just start making his way down slowly.
Okay.
He says, "Be ready to turn and flee."
Okay. So you start making your way down. Trin, you're looking down behind Falkroll, and you know what he's talking about a figure. There's no... The thing he has seen, the smear on the wall, you don't see that whatsoever.
Oh.
I don't see it at all.
You don't say anything?
Yeah, where is this?
Trin, you
Where's the
do see
marking,
once
Jimmy?
again a big dark shadow is cast on this wall, as if something was trying to like move off in this direction to keep itself concealed.
I said, do you see that shadow?
Falkroll, you don't know what he's talking about.
I see nothing.
Interesting. I'm going to step forward a little bit. I don't know if I can get in here.
You have to sort of push past them and start going down if that's what you want.
Yeah, I do have to. Okay, can I share the space for this, or do I have to go forward a little bit? Okay. All right. What do I see? What do I see?
So you get in there. Let's see. Hold on.
This is probably a bad idea.
Yeah, squishy wizard.
I think it's an excellent idea. I don't know what you're talking about.
I just want to see if I see something different.
Nothing.
I see nothing.
Yet.
Well, I don't know what you guys are saying. That's just.
Artillery stays in the back. When I step
You
forward.
guys are going crazy. Got shadows. You got.
So what you can see,
Stumbling there.
Falkroll, because you've really got all the way down there. This particular chamber has a 25-foot high dome ceiling that is festooned with icicles. And there is a rough-hewn staircase let's see here. I think they may have got this wrong. Oh, sorry, ignore me. I think they've got a typo in here. What you can see is that there is a level tunnel that leads to, from this sort of like cyst in here, out to over here. And then there are tunnels heading off in either direction there. There is air flowing from here, from down in this direction. Falcor, why don't you give us a... Do you have survival?
I do.
Yeah, give us a survival check, please. You have 4 points of astonishing fortune. You want to reroll
that? What does the group think? I think if there's air flowing, that might be a really good sign of getting out of here, but...
I don't know if this seems like we haven't been here before, to be honest.
I'm leaning toward using it.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, you go for it.
All right, let's do it.
It feels... There's an odor on it that you can't quite place, but this wind feels warm.
Warm wind in the...
Oh, no.
What do you know, Grim?
It might be where the river runs.
This is session 81, and I would really love to see a mashup of every time Grim has done a... Oh, no!
I don't know. I'm thinking, if it's hot, I'm just... We know that. I think I thought we got some confirmation that those burrowed tunnels were Remoraz shaped, and I'm worried that that's what this.
There were ice worms. That
ice worms. Yes,
yeah. Store told
but if
you
it's
guys
Remoraz,
about.
That could be explained the warmth. That's what I'm thinking. So
yeah.
But anyway, that's maybe a little metagamey.
I think so. Store was the one who had heard about those because he was a seasoned mercenary, and then I think you can infer from that. Oh, and I imagine that Grim is a fairly cautious individual, it sounds like, in some cases. Yeah. And in other cases, foolishly dangerous.
Yeah.
But I don't think it would be out of character for her to be trying, or him, forgive me, to try and put together, the whatever tunnel might be one of these ice worms.
Yeah.
So.
Because especially if they're hot. Yeah, I don't want to.
Well, I saw something down here, and I seek to find out what it is.
All right. Well, we can poke our head in. And...
Yes.
If it's an ice worm, it's probably not going to get through here anyway. So.
Do they not burrow through ice?
I don't know, but smashing cave walls might take some time.
That's what Storage said. Is that these things their body heat blazes so hot it allows them to just burrow through ice.
Perhaps if we aggravate the nest, they'll take care of the vampires for us.
Oh, all right.
But surviving that would be...
Yeah. Or I could cast my charm monster on it and get a friend.
How confident are you that will work?
Not very. They're pretty... if they're as big as Store says, then...
Well, we've survived worse odds.
Yeah, well, we could try it.
Okay. Keep your eyes peeled for a humanoid with frostbite and creepy blood-stained hands.
Okay. So you step in the middle here, and the walls in here, they're uneven, as you can see, but they're fairly smooth, and they're almost like a dark blue translucent kind of thing, almost mirror-like. And then they sort of go up, and that's where you see these bizarrely clear icicles festooning the ceiling. I so rarely get a chance to use the word festoon, so I'm going to get all my mileage I can out of it today. As you get in, Trin, your eye is called to the side, to your left, and you can see within the ice, there's a hunched and slightly inhuman, large, bulky form moving its way along, seemingly moving from within the ice towards and then away. And
In the
Falco
actual wall.
in the actual wall, yeah.
Okay.
And then
Oh wait, we have been to this room.
Falco, on your
now.
right, you can see against that wall right here, where that hand was, you see from within the ice, a hand pushes up against it as if within a glass chamber. And
I remember
this face comes in. The eyes are all frozen solid. There's horrible frostbite burns all across the face. And it kind of hits the exterior, like as if it's hitting the inside of a glass chamber.
Does it make actual noise?
You can hear it. Nobody else can.
Valkyrie reaches down with his hand and grabs his holy symbol and just fuck off.
Okay. Well, you guys wisely picked a priest that can turn undead, right? So let's give us a turn.
No, we don't.
Oh, what? Chat's gonna be so disappointed. So you bring it up though, and even in spite of that, the eyes, like one seems to be frozen solidly in place. One of them actually tracks where you are, although the face is cataract or the eye is cataract over, or kind of milky white. It seems to meet your eye though, Falcarol, and then leaving like a bloody streak and bits of its frozen flesh on the interior of the ice. Pulls itself back, turns, and then seemingly walks away into the darkness inside the ice.
Well, at least it knows respecting your gods.
I remember this room.
Which does seem familiar.
Yeah, we came here last time.
Good. Let's root out their lair, and I'm going to step forward again.
Okay.
If I recall correctly, I think Father Limit might be down to the southeast. And maybe that Wraith that we got the robe from was to the southwest. I can't remember.
Yeah, Grimm's kind of got flashing images from that magical tour that he took as well.
Yeah.
But I think that because of the flawed and ancient, nature of that magic, your recollections are patchy.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think I remember seeing. I think we came down here last time. That's what.
Could be.
Me
Yeah.
as a player remembering. Yeah. I seem to remember the person in the ice specter thing.
Mm-hmm.
So. I think, southeast, I would be hesitant to go there.
So every now and then, Trin, you can see the form of that shadowy humanoid thing in that one wall, but it doesn't seem to approach close enough to get a real good view of what the particulars are.
I'll be definitely keeping an eye on it as we move through the wall, and I say, Grim, keep away from that wall.
And this size-wise, it's got to be like something the size of like a polar bear.
Oh,
That's a huge
shadow
form that's in there. And again, only Trin, you can see that. That's it.
But it definitely looks like the wall's in between us, as far as I'm concerned.
Yep. And if it was possible, it looks like it's at least about 10 feet back into the thing. Imagine like you were looking through slightly opaque glass that has, into a poorly lit bluish chamber. That's almost where this thing's walking. Cool.
I'll just be walking through this cavern, but my eyes will be just glued on it as I walk. I won't even be looking which way I'm going. I'll just be following the others. Sort of.
Coley, you're at the rear there. And
Yep.
I think you can't help but have your eyes go back up to see if you've been followed by.
Yeah, I've been keeping an eye on what's behind us just in case, because
Yeah.
Okay. What do you guys do next?
I try to stay away from the edges of this tunnel as I step through it.
Okay. All right. So as you step out into here, Falcarol, what you can see is that the warm seems to come from this direction. And over here is just more of the more of what you have been passing through. The same cold, still air. You can hear, okay, Cola, as you make your way in, you immediately start hearing footsteps, audible footsteps behind you.
I look back.
You spin around, nothing there. And then you hear as if someone's shifting behind you. And you look back. As long as you're still, you don't hear it.
Grim thinks all his companions are going crazy.
I'm gonna turn around, look in the direction we've come from, and walk backwards one square.
Okay. So Trin's got you step one back, and again, like in the film version, we would see that same thing, that specter that Falcarel saw would press his face up against the ice and kind of look down at Cola. No one else can see that.
Yeah.
But you're looking forward. Nothing seems to be ahead of you. Trin, you can see out of the corner of your eye still trained on that hulking form. Cola seems to have backed himself up and has his axes out at a ready.
I'll be looking around to see, what he's preparing for, and I'll just say to Grim in front of me, keep moving, keep moving.
So you look over towards Cola,
pushing.
and what you see is inside that ice, somehow that massive shadowy form is on this side now, and it's moving. You see the shadow moving directly towards Cola. Cola's got his back against the wall. All you can think of is if this thing gets up close, it could easily reach out through the wall and pull him in.
Yeah, so I sort of grab at him, get away from the wall, and I drag him towards the middle of the room.
Okay. And
there's things in the ice.
Okay. The shadow gets to a certain point and sort of hovers tantalizingly on the edge of where you might be able to make out some of the features. Cola, you spin around to see what Trin's been working out, and there's nothing. And then you hear from behind you, not Trin's side, but nearby, as if something tried to run past. You spin around and see nothing there.
All right, guys.
Perhaps we should mar the surface of these walls so that the images cannot manifest so easily.
Or we just ignore them, maybe. Citadel.
When has that ever worked in our benefit?
I don't know. Hasn't hurt us in this room yet.
Oh no, I don't think. I'm gonna take a moment, and actually, how long does it last? Let's see that first. Go ahead, guys. I don't want to hold anything up.
All right.
I might just do something for myself here. Oh, it only lasts 3 rounds per level.
What were you thinking?
21 rounds.
I have 2 castings of protection from evil.
Yeah,
but
let's not save it.
I'd rather save it if we actually start fighting these things.
Yeah. I think this might just be cosmetic.
Cosmetic.
Grim clearly, when he was at school at Candlekeep, he went to school with a particularly nasty illusionist student who did some fucking terrifying things to Grim.
Yeah, it's in character. He's like whatever.
Yeah,
assholes magic shit.
Yeah, it's basically like what was that? What's that shitty School Ties? Is that the one with the
with Brendan Fraser, wasn't it?
Yeah. So imagine Hogwarts meets School Ties. That's effectively where the type of magic school that Grim went to.
Yeah. Well, and he was like the janitor equivalent, so they were probably even worse than him.
Yeah. Fucking gutter mage.
Yeah. Well, not even that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's Grimm's flippant reaction to this is because, you know, he has seen some pretty awful stuff in his days. Okay.
So, shall we take a peek at the Remoraz? Is that what they are?
Maybe. Well, who knows?
Remoraz is the ragged barbarians call it that. Locals in the 10 towns just call them ice worms.
I don't want to see an ice worm, but
just
peek down the tunnel.
Just to point out, my charm monster can only charm a maximum of 8 hit dice. So I think if this thing has more than 8 hit dice, it's not going to help.
So how big is that on a?
You look in here.
Having just watched Dune recently.
Probably not. Probably more than 8 hit dice.
Not a bad idea.
Those are colossal squared size monsters.
No,
so-
let's get the hell out.
What you can see here,
Father Lemon.
Falcro, this 30-foot high cave has an exit to the south, and along the western side, there is a 15-foot diameter hole in the floor that seems to be the upper end of a tunnel.
That's where it was.
It is not a hole going directly down. It is a angled surface, but even from here you can tell that the sides are quite smooth.
I look at the hole, then I look at the ceiling and see if there's another hole.
There's not a matching hole in the ceiling, no.
Maybe it comes up for air here.
The hot air or the warm... It's not hot because it's not like melting the ice. It's warm in the way that like -5 feels a lot better than -25. Right? So that is definitely coming up from this tunnel.
All right. Well,
there's a way beyond it.
On the far side, there's another...
we should check at the left, maybe?
Yes, I do want to see what's south of here, but... And we will
check out there. Yeah.
Okay, so just give me 1 second here. So
This
as you
might be
approach
where we-
that chamber...
This really isn't the way out, but whatever.
I'm looking to kill vampires.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay. So as you approach this massive cave, with which seems to have once again a 20-foot high dome ceiling, you can hear almost the sound of someone exhaling. Falcro.
Is this where we killed that Wraith to get my cloak? Might be. Maybe not.
Breathing's an improvement, so I'm going to step forward a little bit and see what else I can see.
Okay. So you step forward, and Grim, what was your recollection of this place?
I thought it might be the place where, because there was that Wraith thing that said that weird cryptic thing, and then I got my cloak of reflection, I think, from this room. I mean, from that Wraith. I don't know if it's this room or not.
Was it the mantle?
Yeah, what the mantle that gave the limited spell resistance, and yeah,
Yes.
that sounds, yeah.
This is where you got that.
Okay, yeah.
And
So, yeah, there's like a specter Wraith or something that was in here.
some kind of undead spirit from a Netherese mage.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Kind of listen. Does it sound like the sound's coming from this way?
It sounds like it's in here, and there is a Grim. I think you can feel
yeah.
a malevolence in here.
Let's not go this way. There's a real asshole in here.
And I think at that, something manifests
Oh
in
God!
front of you. Let's see here.
Damn it.
You're not getting your cloak
Yes.
back, asshole.
All right, I believe. I gave it a clever name again. It's funny, someone emailed asking if I had any suggestions for starting your own campaign sessions for streaming, one would be to not name stuff clever shit. Or
straightforward names.
This
the room number
seems to manifest in you.
Watcher below. They are very cool names, Kevin. Like, you have good names for shit. Just not very
not
practical.
as quick to find. No. Okay. So what I need, guys, is we are going to transition into some fighting.
Wait.
Okay, so I'm going to do this here.
Can you say that cryptic thing again? Because I can't remember. It's not important.
You hear in Netherese a vicious and a voice that seems to come from the depths of the afterlife that says, "You should take better notes."
It just sounds like a challenge us to a fight.
You should take better notes.
This does sound like kind of the kind of quipping a couple wizards would do to each other.
Yeah. Okay, bear with me one moment here. Let's see if we can find him again here.
In fairness, it was a pretty long cryptic thing. It was kind of hard to take notes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't need to listen to undead. I just kill them. That's
Yeah. Well,
I could have had a different favorite enemy, but no. Kev sent ghouls at me to eat my face several times, so.
Oh, it's useful.
Well, you've certainly got your mileage out of your anti-undead stuff in here.
Yes, I have.
Okay.
The only thing I could wish for now is a magic bow.
Well, put it on the whiteboard, and we'll see if we can pick it up at the next run. You know where the whiteboard is, right?
It's
Oh, no. Shoot. Well, I guess you can't get it.
okay,
well,
so find somebody with a magic bow, beat them up, and take their bow.
Got it. Go. Okay. My goodness, how long ago did I load this darn thing?
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's got to been quite a while. I'm getting back. It's for you can. This is gaming archaeology here. I'm going back. I'm like, oh yeah, that was our Simbaroom adventure. And, oh yeah, that was our Deadlands adventure. Okay, oh, Rifts, Savage Rifts, Jackals. I'm getting closer. You guys could use a Cyber Knight in here, right?
I think that would raise more questions than anything. How advanced were the Netherese, Grim? What have you been holding out on us?
All right.
Cyber Knights.
So I'm just going to use the next undead-looking critter I find here, because I think...
After Starfinder last night, I'm like jacked for space stuff.
It's great. It was a good session. That's a really, really good adventure. I saw Darren and I were talking about that before Emma got on. Just a really well done adventure. And... oh man, we are way back. Oh, found it. Boom. Okay, now, here's my monster manual. Everyone decide what you're doing with your round while I'm getting the hit dice set up here, and then, so we're in round one.
Oh yeah.
And John, you're going to be first up here. Why don't you beat my 3?
Oh, yeah, the D10s. I remember these. Here goes. Ah,
Nice, tied. So I'm acting on a 6.
you know.
And let's see here. A generous helping of hit dice on these things. Overlapping. Okay, you guys can see the hit dice, but not, or sorry, the bar, but not the numbers.
Yes.
Awesome. All right, so we've got first up, Grim Buckman. What are you doing, Grim?
I am shooting him with one of my icicles. Probably not going to work. Might disrupt the spell. We'll see.
Okay.
2 damage.
Okay.
Did it do anything?
Does not seem to have. It seems to hit it, but has no other effect.
Right.
Next up is Falcarol. Tied with this thing. What are you doing?
Well, simultaneously as he's doing whatever he's doing, I'm moving towards him and just bringing my halberd, choked up earlier, just right through it. Center of mass.
Yeah, you guys are both hitting each other simultaneously. What is your AC right now?
Oh, sorry, it's at the top. That is a AC of 0 for the first attack.
Okay, I hit you on a 0. Go ahead and make your attack.
Against undead.
And then I need a save versus death from you, please.
4.
That is just enough. Both of you guys just barely hit each other as you're going in. Go ahead and roll damage. A medium-sized creature. 10. Okay.
Save versus death, and death magic is the first one.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So you lose 1 point of Constitution then.
Stop draining my con.
Reaches into you, and you can feel the icy cold of your life being drained away by this thing.
Well, it's not going to drop anymore, so my hit points at least.
And Trin, what are you guys doing?
I grab my holy symbol, clutch it, and with keen eyes still fluttering everywhere, try to take a moment, pray to clang it in, and I protect myself from evil.
Nice.
I pray that.
All right. And,
just you, or is it a radius?
Trin, what are you thinking?
It's I think it's just it's a touch. Range is touch.
Circles for
I think we're
protections like
castings. Let me double check. But
yeah, it's a third level. I have that.
So he's leaning forward to touch Trin. He's like, "I'm going to get you. I'm going to too slow."
No, it's Brandon. It's a first level free spell. So
yeah.
Okay.
It's
the third level. Is
creature touch. Creature touch.
Trin, what are you doing?
I'm going to move forward. If the speed's 12, how many squares can we move and still make an attack?
I think yours 12 is the same as human, right, guys?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You can move 6 squares and make an attack.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try.
Oh no, that's not right.
No, that's a lot. No, it's like 4, right?
No, because with dwarves, it's half speed is 2, and that's what you can do and make an attack.
Yeah, so I think it's
4. So it's 4 and make an attack.
Yeah, it's 4 and make an attack, so you can't get there.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm one short then.
Okay. I mean, you could charge, which is just you'll take a penalty to your attack roll, but you'll get there and make an attack if you like.
Yeah, I'll do that.
What weapon are you using?
It's the staff, magic staff.
Oh, right. It's half striking. Great. Okay.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Go right ahead.
Right, it is 4 squares. You're right.
Yeah.
You have 3 points of astonishing fortune left. You want to spend a point and re-roll that?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't think so.
All right. Then that is no one's got. Falco, do you have multiple attacks right now?
I do. My speed weapon.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Get him again. I got so many attacks listed here. There it is.
Okay. And once again, just barely enough. Go ahead and roll damage. Nice. Second verse, same as the first. All right. And you're tearing away at this thing in its corporeal form. You're cutting through that, flensed flesh, that raw skin that seems to be showing through its desiccated and torn robes. That, I believe, guys, brings us to the end of the round. Everyone decided we're doing on round 2. And then John, once again, beat my 3. Oh, I'm on a 6.
I'm on an 8.
Sorry.
Okay. All right. What is your AC this round, Falcarol? Is it 1 now?
It's 0 against the first attack per
0,
round.
okay.
Then it's 1.
Okay. Do you have a buckler?
I do.
Okay. Can you use a buckler with a 2-handed weapon?
Can you not?
Well, I'm just trying to picture how you're using it, because a buckler is normally
it's on the forearm, and then just swinging with the other weapon, and then That's why.
Yeah, I'll look it up afterwards. Just I don't know how. If you had a separate hands, I can see how that would come into play, but I don't know how you'd make an effective attack, but also make use of your buckler.
But I think the only reason people have bucklers is so they have that hand free to do stuff with, because it's different than a light shield.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but like you need to have that hand independent of your weapon in order to make effective use of the buckler. Like if you see videos of people, using bucklers in fencing.
I have to look it up.
It's up and separate, right? So you've got that free hand, but it's a small little thing. Rules
it's up to you,
yeah. Like I just don't know how you could make effective use of the buckler. I could be proven wrong here. I'm going to let you count it for now. It's just something I'm going to look up between now and next session.
Yeah, because I know you can wear one while using a longbow, but I don't know if you can get its defense because you got a ranged weapon. But
see, and I don't know if it's the ranged weapon so much as it is the two-handed, because in order to get that thing into an effective defensive place, you're going to have to skew your aim or your attack, right?
Let's just ignore it then. So just one.
Okay.
Mixies one.
We go. So it misses you. Tries to get in on you once again. Falcroll, that is a miss. And then Grim, you're up next. What are you doing?
I'm just moving into the room. 1, 2. Okay. Could also move up here. I think that might be it.
Okay. So you get yourself up against the wall. You can hear as you're going in, this thing is calling out, "My cloak!"
Looks better on me.
Trin and Cola, what are you guys doing?
Go ahead, Derek.
8 for Cockerel.
Oh, Falco, didn't you go? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I rolled higher. So,
Yeah.
Was that Netherese he spoke to Grim with?
It was, yeah.
I assume he's taunting him then. So
Okay.
you can taunt him in hell, and I swing my halberd at him again.
Okay. Here we go. Solid hit. Yep.
Nice.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Solinar, smite you.
Nice. Poof. Once again, passing through, tearing more of this thing's corporeal form apart.
You guys go.
Then Trin or Cola?
Go ahead, Darren.
Yeah, I'll take another swing while I'm there trying to help out.
Solid hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
You got him a magic weapon, right, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the
Nice.
staff. Yeah,
Yeah.
staff of striking.
Are you expending
nice.
any extra charges?
I wasn't.
Okay.
No.
So. Oh.
Pro tip:
And it
if you're
says
gonna
you
make that
should've-
as your main weapon, get 2-weapon fighting style, or the 2-handed weapon fighting style. It makes your speed faster.
Okay. So you swing, and as it passes through this thing, there is a magical discharge, and this thing is almost completely discorporated. Cola, what are you doing?
I was gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4. Aw, damn it, Grim! You moved too far away.
Oh, that's
I
fine.
do nothing
Okay.
because I was gonna cast a spell on him, but I need to touch him.
No
He's-
worries.
Grim has got himself up against the corner, and he's yelling in Netherese at this spirit.
Yeah.
Okay.
God damn it!
Falco, you have your second attack. Can you try and finish this
Yes.
spectral form off?
Really hate the undead. Yeah.
It's a hit. Go
Yeah,
ahead and roll
that'll get
damage.
it. Well, it depends on the roll. Yeah.
And it's gone once again.
Wait, did we not kill this once before?
Yeah, we did. He'll be back. He's an asshole.
So, with that defeated, let's take a look at what else is in here.
The Falcor like brushes against the slightly necrotic tissue on his arm. He's like,
Good job, team.
you to get that ring working, Cola.
I'm trying to find out.
Yeah, we still have. We're a ways off from that, Velcro. We have 5 charges on my ring.
We need to have lots of
We need
lots
at least
of
10
parties.
to do 1 casting of restoration, which will restore 1 person's attributes. Or no, 1 attribute of 1 person back to full. So we need like a solid month of nothing but partying and revering in order to continuously bring the ring back up to charge for me to be able to restore. Or I just need to hit 8th level so I can get. What do I have access to it at 8th level so I can get restoration?
Isn't that like a 6th level spell?
I think it's a 6th level priest spell.
Then never mind.
Really?
I'm ways off.
Yeah. Undead in the 2nd edition are deadly because of the access to healing magic sucks.
Yeah. So, guys, what you'll recall, because Grim seems to have a clear recollection, is that down over here is a dead end.
Maybe I forgot about that. But yeah, sure. What's up to the north? I forgot.
To the north is yet another chamber. And there does seem to be some rough-hewn stairs that lead up in that direction.
All right, maybe we could check that out.
So if you get up to have a vantage, I think you guys all recall this chamber well enough because that is the Chamber of Shadows.
The other one? Up here?
Yes. Right up here.
No, the one that,
And what all you can think...
where we fought those shadow things.
that came down from the
and
ceiling. And
you have,
Yeah.
I believe, fought them
was there.
twice as well.
Yeah.
The first time you went through here and the second time you went through here,
Sounds all right.
you have a 24-hour period has passed since you passed through it. So, Falcro, there are some
shit.
undead where that would be sufficient for them to... their connection or the fragments. Remember that the undead are not the full corporeal spirits. They are the broken and twisted bits that remain behind. Barring there being some kind of, blessing or sanctifying of that chamber, they are going to return. It's just a question of how long it is before they return.
I do not have ceremony prepared, so I can't consecrate the place.
Well, don't worry. I mean, from what you remember last time, there were only 12 of them.
Yeah, only 12. I'd say that's our way out, boys. Let's go see what's to the south, past that hole in the ground.
Back towards the heat.
Well,
Or this
be a
way?
little bit less frozen.
I still have a fireball.
I don't think it'll work on fireworms.
Well, no, but if we find that vampire.
Okay. So you guys make your way in here, and there isn't. It's not like this is all sloping. I think your minds may be playing tricks on you to think that it feels this way, but it doesn't technically all slope towards that giant, hole in the ground. But it sure feels like it. To the south end, that's where you can see that there is yet another passage that leads deeper into the glacier.
Based on how it looks, I'm assuming that the ground feels like it slopes this way into the hole,
Feels like it.
and that over here, this is more of like a raised pit, right?
It all feels like it. It all seems to be the same level. It just feels like it all slopes down towards that.
Maybe, yeah. I think Father Limerick is probably to the east somewhere, if I recall.
Let's just act like he doesn't exist and avoid that area at all costs.
Yeah, that wasn't fun.
I don't know
Then
what you
again,
guys
if
are
you, were
talking about.
if you were a vampire that was trying to hide, that'd be a good place to hide.
What's curious, from facing these things, Falcro, one of the things that I think you've picked up, because you faced some on the plain or the dale itself, the Icewind Dale, and then you face some in the cave here. Compared to Kelly Lee, these are less sophisticated hunters. You guys don't remember Kelly Lee taunting you the whole time along, do you?
No.
Kind of. Maybe.
Didn't he though?
I thought he kind of did. I thought he was kind of I thought he was from.
But I could just be projecting my hatred of him onto him. And the
Well,
fact
and
that
then
He gave us a reason to
beating-
hate him, and I think it was because he taunted us and charmed us and crap. Like I
Oh, he
remember
charmed
that
us,
name.
but charming is not taunting.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Grim does evoke usually certain behaviors from intelligent monsters, so.
No, to Kelly Lee was much like he was smarter. Like he wasn't egging us on for the sake of egging us on, because he would just like his taunting was that he would take over the mind of Tom, and specifically and always Tom, and use Tom against us. And he seemed to revel in that, but I think that's something slightly different than like childish taunting for the sake of being an asshole.
When Trin, like from your perspective, that Tekeli Lee is like effectively like for all the packs of gnolls that were organized together under its leadership, it's almost like a living ancestor spirit, a vicious and hungry ancestral spirit that forged an alliance between all these bickering gnoll tribes that have now split off and are scattering across the plains or the Icewind Dale. Since then, in comparison, these things that you're facing, they're just picking off members of the tribe and, you know, kind of willy-nilly embracing other members and transforming them into vampires. That's never what Tekeli Lee did. Tekeli Lee kept the pool of hungry, you know, undead down to a very, very low level. Himself and maybe one or two trusted, you know, allies.
Right.
But what do you guys wish to do next? Down the slide?
Oh, hell no.
Or down?
No, we're not doing that. I'm gonna come in.
Well, I do want to see what's down it.
If
but
Lex was here, he's got those
spider climb, yeah.
spider climb, yeah.
That's right.
That worked out really well in the Yeti cave.
Yeah.
What do you guys want to do?
I'm thinking that maybe, I don't know if we want to take precautions in case somebody slips and falls into the hole. What do you guys think? Are you stable on your feet? You think you can make it?
I mean, I'm fairly stable generally, but I mean,
I think I'm okay.
I think Trin will probably take his dagger out and, similar to previous, use it sort of to stick into the wall as he's skirting the wall down the east side.
did we not grab? Of course we didn't. I don't have. Is it Pythons?
Pythons, yeah.
I
Pythons.
have.
So you
got
guys
two.
had your own that you purchased from one of the 10 towns that was lost to, or some of it was lost to the Frost Giants, but you guys were re-equipped with the Goliaths. They, you know, some of you guys would have to be wearing child-sized or Goliath child-sized gear, but they would have been able to outfit you with whatever mountaineering gear you needed.
We did restock with them.
Yeah, that's
so
Sky
it's
Tower
fairly
Shelter.
reasonable to think that Pythons would be included within.
Yep. Like crampons as well
equipment.
too. If you want to have crampons on your feet, I'm fine with that.
Is it really pronounced pitons?
It is.
Pythons.
Pitons.
Is it?
Yeah,
pythons.
look it up.
Huh. That's unfortunate.
I just say pythons because, you know,
Yeah.
America.
Anyway,
American. Well, it's like I had, when I was living abroad, I had Dutch friends, and they kept talking about Gouda cheese. And I'm like, wait, do you mean Gouda? And they're like,
Gouda,
no, it's
Gouda.
pronounced Gouda. And I'm like, well, there's
Gouda.
300 million Americans who say it, and how many Dutch? So
Well,
I think it's Gouda.
300 million Americans use Fahrenheit too, but you know.
Yeah, it doesn't make it standard.
All right. So what? Well, listen. What? Want to do this, guys? We're at our mid-session break right now, or mid-session. Why don't we take a mid-session break, refresh coffees and whatnot? Consider what doomed next step. I mean, next step you guys are going to take, and then we'll see what happens when we get back from our break.
Yep.
Okay. So back in 5 minutes, folks.
I think the odds we're going to get 18,000 experience.
Probably not very high.
I'll give you 2 chances.
Well, maybe if we kill a Remoraz.
Yeah, that would probably do it.
If I get about that much experience, I'll hit Ranger 8, and I'd be like, yes, never going to level up again.
And Trin will probably gain like 3 levels.
That's the good thing about being a rogue.
Yeah.
Well,
Or 3 full level.
every session so far, I've been 1 point away from going up 2. I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Playing catch up.
It is. I mean, yeah, he's playing a rogue, and also, yeah, when you're that low level, you really do catch up fast.
Yeah. Hey, that two-handed fighting style. When I use a non-magical quarterstaff, my speed is 1. So if you have a magical quarterstaff and you take that, you could go at negative speed from initiative order.
Yeah, I didn't even think that.
I think you get a -3 to your speed. So
That's a rogue. Is that
it's
weapon proficiency,
it's one of our alternate uses for the weapon proficiencies. So
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I was going to say
Fighting
I didn't know
styles.
if you could have it as a
Yeah.
thief, but
I think you can. I think only wizards can't.
I forgot about Kev's rules for that since my previous fighter died. I think I had a 2-handed weapon set in fighting style with his giant kukri.
Yeah, I never intended to do two-handed fighting. I wanted to be a bowman,
Yeah.
but I took two-handed style and 2-weapon fighting. I mean, I could do it as a ranger normally for free,
Yeah.
but I have to be in light armor, and screw that. I want my damage reduction.
Yeah.
It's dwarven armor has saved my life so many times.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm investing points into it normally, so I can just eventually our friend Elf goes down, I'll take his weapons and just plus with a quarterstaff, you could use it 2-weapon fighting and attack with both ends, so that stuff's fun.
That quarterstaff can come pretty handy, especially when you start putting points into the damage.
And when
Charges,
you have
charges, yeah.
when you have like druid spells and cast shillelagh on it, now it's a magic quarterstaff.
All right. Just waiting for Andrew to get back. So, where do we think we're going next, guys?
Not in the hole, but to the passage below.
Can we maybe, like, if we're gonna go across the passage across the hole, maybe we should send somebody out, put a rope, suspend a rope across so we can.
I'd like to point out that pitons in the ice may summon the Remoraz. Tink, 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 tink.
Yeah, fair enough.
Walk on an uneven way.
What we could do is string 2 sets of rope together, anchored to one person while one person goes across, and then the other 2 can.
So we can
Come
both
over?
fall in.
That's
I
what we
guess
have to-
as you holding the rope, then you.
Well,
just
I mean,
go if,
Trin's got his dagger out, so he can just go. I'm not going in with you.
Yeah, true. Yeah, let's do that. That's a good idea.
I'll volunteer to take the rope across if nobody's opposed
Volunteers
to it.
tribute.
But it's in Valkrill's character. He's not one to shy away from it.
Grim wishes you could do that.
So, sorry,
stuff,
are you're tied up now or not?
I'd say that I'm gonna take 2 ropes, tie one end to me, one end to somebody else, and I'm gonna just make my way across. And then as I get over there, we'll have somebody lighter come across, and then would serve as the anchor for the other 2.
Who's the person who is the lighter one?
Grim is the lighter one, but I'd rather have Cola come towards me.
Okay. So, assuming you're losing some of the length of the rope, how long is the rope? Is it 100 or 50?
It's 50. I assume we're gonna do 2 ropes together and just
Okay.
get
Then
across.
that's fine. Okay. So I'm sorry, you're tying yourself to Cola?
Actually, I was thinking Trin. Trin's kind of
Trin?
beefy, isn't he?
Okay.
And he's like, he can brace
Yeah,
himself
pretty-
against the walls next to him.
Okay.
It's pretty heavy.
Yeah,
All right.
I,
So you can go ahead and start moving yourself. I'll let you know if anything occurs.
I'm going to move half speed just to keep my footing and try to stay as far away from that hole as possible.
Okay. From what you guys can see, Falcor doesn't seem to be having any difficulty moving.
Excuse me.
Oh, you're halfway. 1 sec.
Oh, go back there.
Nope, keep on going.
Okay. There.
Okay, carefully moving your way around.
Yep, stand close to the wall.
Good. Oh, this is the tricky part.
Yeah. He's just it's killing him. He's gonna step there, and
Cool.
he's gonna go. It's down there.
Okay. So you look down. The warm passage of air that you've been feeling is coming directly from below you.
Is there any glow that I can see?
And it seems to be angling. No, because it actually goes down and then it angles to the side to the south. So you actually can't quite see what's all the way down.
So it's heading towards the tunnel area. That way.
But it's going down at a pretty substantial angle. Like definitely it's going under fairly deep down.
Okay, then I'm gonna step further down.
Okay. And you are on the far side.
Yeah. And then what I'll do is I'll go a little bit further so I can brace myself on the tunnel walls.
Okay.
And then signal for them to come over.
Okay. So we still have access to the rope. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Yep.
the rope is
Untied on.
going this way. On the
Yeah,
ground.
I'll follow the rope.
Okay. Okay, Grim.
Slow down, Grim.
All right. So, Grim, you carefully make your way shimmying along on the rope.
Yeah.
And you safely make your way to the far side.
Cola.
My turn.
Yeah.
All right. Same deal. I'm gonna go half speed as well, using my piton on the wall as I go. It sounds so wrong.
Pitons.
Okay. So you carefully make your way along.
Drow or Dro for me for the longest time as a kid, so
It's Drow.
I know, and I said Dro for like 3 years.
Well, that's, I mean, back in the day,
Rolling
right?
at halfway.
Yeah, isn't that the curse of reading something and I don't know how it's pronounced out loud?
Oh, yeah.
And pre-internet. I had a friend who used
Pre-internet too. I can't just go look it up. Like,
I'm halfway. Is there a?
I made my rolls.
Okay. All right.
I had a friend from undergrad who referred to it as a paladin. I was like, wait, what'd you say?
Aladdin. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
No, I'm trying to remember if I did that or not. I can't remember.
Did you get that from Aladdin or something?
I don't know.
Paladin.
I mean, I can see how.
Where would he?
If you don't hear the word
Yeah,
paladin, where would you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a saying like never make fun of somebody who mispronounces a word because they learned it from reading.
Exactly.
And then the word
yeah.
blackguard. I always heard blackguard. No, it's a blackguard.
Yeah.
Like, shouldn't be a K in there then.
Well, yeah, any nautical term. Okay, then
Hey,
Trin,
Trin.
you're the last one to go here.
We got all our hands on the rope. If you fall, we got you.
Okay, well, I shall. I'll tie it around me and I'll follow
Okay.
the edge.
We're pulling it in as he comes.
Yep. So you're coming up on the tricky part.
All of a sudden,
I'll also be keeping a nervous eye on the walls in case there's anything in the walls. He's still very suspicious of the walls.
Following you.
Yeah. Okay, so that is, you're really hugging the wall there. You likewise safely make it your way across.
ready.
Go team.
So, what
Bundle
next,
these ropes
guys?
back up and pick up my halberd, choke it up, and let's go.
Okay.
Okay, so now let's hope we don't have to run back out of there full sprint because I'm leaping over that hole.
all 15 feet of it.
I will leap over that hole. Just to say that I did once.
Okay.
Of course you would.
You've heard the commitment. I will look forward to seeing
Live
the roll.
on stream.
Yeah, that's exactly what that is. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
After the whole
Seriously, I'm
campaign
thinking
is
day
done.
job. I'm like, Madam Court Reporter, can I have that read back one more time?
I will leap over that hole just to say what.
Like I imagine someday down the road we've killed Auril, we've restored order and saved the Dale, and at the end we're sitting around in the party to 10 towns in Bryn Shander, and Falcarol all of a sudden like says, "I'll be right back." Cut to here.
Forgot to do something.
Falls down, and that's the beginning of That's the end of campaign 1.
Okay.
That's just the Underdark game starting for the Forgotten Realm setting.
Oh, right. So then halfway through the Night Below campaign, our two parties will actually meet each other because we've come into the underground from other sides of the plane of existence.
From other dimensions. All right, so you're cautiously making your way down, Falcarel, and as you are, you can feel that the air is distinctly cooler down here.
Oh. Maybe I was wrong.
No, Remora's hole is behind us, so.
Yeah, Grim again, panicking. It's probably
I don't know.
just
We're curious and let's panic. All right, continue.
So for this part 2, let's again keep the metagaming to a minimum.
I'm trying to.
Well, if you can't control it yourself, I certainly can. I'm not sure you'll appreciate how that hammer comes down.
Yeah, learn quick. I did.
Okay. So, go ahead, guys. What are you doing?
Okay. Falcarel sees Grim's nervous as this. We'll be fine. We have a fireball.
That's right.
Just stay behind me so you can actually cast it.
Yeah.
So, you reach there, and there is a slope that is heading down in this part of the tunnel, and it goes down about another 10 feet. So deeper down into the depths of this glacier.
Is it a steep slope, or can we manage it?
It's a very gentle slope going down.
Okay.
It's only about 45 degrees. And there's plenty of unevenness in the surface.
Only 45 degrees. That's deep.
Well, better than the 90 degrees that some of these others have been.
Yeah, that's a vertical fall.
Yeah. So, what are you guys doing?
Go onward.
Walking carefully. Taking Metaho. It's opening up, guys.
You can see here, Falcarel, you don't need to make a roll for this, but you can see there are footprints from some wolf, and they seem oddly precise. Almost as if it was a statue of some kind that walked its way out in this direction. Grim, you can feel a bit of an uneven nervousness or butterflies in your stomach as you're getting down here.
So we know vampires can change shapes. These ones do snowy owls. What do we know about wolves and vampires?
So this is definitely not the tracks left by a living wolf. The markings are too precise and too perfectly round.
Oh, I
like
think
Grim's
I know.
wolf statue?
I think I know. What
I thought I left the wolf statue at the entrance or something because it was so damaged we didn't bring it down.
It was down here before.
Was it? Okay. Well. All right. Well, if it is.
This is some continuity. I respect.
If its footprints are here, that means...
Okay. That means maybe this is a place. This means maybe where we did retreat last time. And if that's the case.
Well, I didn't notice them before, so the ground must be more receptive to...
I would,
footprints.
Let's see.
So there's a
If
foreboding.
we came down here before, I don't recall the big, huge gaping hole in the floor.
I don't either, to be honest, but maybe it's possible. I think we were less cautious about it last time if we did.
Or we had more people, so it was less dangerous because,
And if this is the place where I remember we returned last, then I think maybe we. But I don't think this is metagaming, since I remember this and Grim probably remembers this too.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's the inferences about that's the stuff I want to keep in check.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
I thought maybe he would have known that too, but anyway, whatever. Okay, well, maybe we should prepare for getting. If I remember right, this thing tried to charm us to walk towards it.
Thing?
The thing that was in the ice. The so-called, I think one of us recorded it was an elder evil or some kind.
I don't know about that.
Stand behind me. I'm somewhat resistant.
Remember, I had
charms.
to wrestle down somebody's dog, get it back. I put it to sleep, to drag it away. Because the wolf kept going closer and closer. So I think maybe we need to have some protection from evil when we deal with this, if we're going to walk by it.
Yeah, protection from evil gives you automatic success against mind control, right?
I think so. I think so.
I mean,
That might be a great idea.
specifically, well, I mean, we don't know that this is a vampire, but like, it like that's the example it uses, so it's quite explicit. That a vampire cannot charge.
And like Grim
charge
is
you.
normally a pretty agitated feller anyway. He is particularly agitated with this.
Yeah.
I think that if you were to ask him, I think that this particular chamber and the thing that lurks in the ice has haunted his dreams for weeks now.
I'll if I can just scoot by Trin.
I don't have I wish I had my protection from evil spell, but I don't.
Well, I tell Grim, just stay close to me, lad. If the time comes that we need it, I've got one more protection from evil with your name on it.
I think it's gonna affect all of us.
Well, then maybe we should. I've only got the one casting. Maybe we should focus it on someone who could undo the damage from other people.
Well, I have a spell as well to prepare, but the Falkrol is, because of his Ring of Clear Thought, resistant or immune to most charm and fear effects. Not natural fear effects, but he is not worried about, unless it's like a hold or something.
Hold on, is he immune to charm and fear, or is it fear?
It says specifically the wearer is immune to a number of charm abilities, including fear, and it bumps up his intelligence by 1.
So a number of charm abilities is not all charm abilities. So what is what's the ability or the item?
Ring of Clear Thought.
Okay, let's see.
I also have a potion of magic resistance that lets me auto succeed on saving throws for 5d4 rounds.
As far as Falkrol knows, it's protected him from the fear effect of a dragon before, so he's like, and vampires can't charm him, so.
So it is a specified list.
Oh, well, I don't have that list. You do.
Yeah.
So his confidence is born of not knowing.
All right, let's all.
I've got that, and I've got that potion of magic resistance that lets me succeed on a saving throw.
Leaving metagame out of it, Falkrol thinks he's fine, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
All right, both of them. If you think you've got it.
I have.
What about Trin here?
As well, like I have one casting of Remove Curse available to me today, and I've got one casting of Dispel Magic.
I also have a Dispel Magic,
and as I said, I have one Protection from Evil left. So maybe it makes sense if something happens. Maybe I will cast Protection from Evil on myself to prevent myself from being charmed, so that we still have access to a Remove Curse and Dispel Magic if necessary.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Should I use my potion of magic resistance? I think that makes sense.
How long does it last? Just
5d4 rounds.
5d4
I mean, maybe
rounds,
as an opening action if something happens.
Yeah, just like ready it and chug it if you need it.
Yeah, keep it.
So somebody goes in there first.
You guys would know that, like,
yeah.
A potion of spell resistance after you're affected by magic will not help you.
No. I know. I'm just saying, like, if you pop it now, by the time we encounter, there's a risk that by the time we encounter something, assuming that thing is the thing that you would actually benefit, that it would be useful against, which is another thing entirely, it may have run out by the time by the time you actually need it. So, like, you could I'm suggesting you like pull it out and have it ready to use.
Maybe this thing took a vacation. We don't know. It could be not. It couldn't even be here.
And just so you're clear on mechanics again.
Yeah.
Taking that potion after a spell effect is in effect has no effect whatsoever.
Yeah, I know.
So waiting to see something manifest and then chugging it.
Yeah.
Oh, I assumed this is.
Or let somebody else go
assuming
in
that
there.
we win the initiative round.
Yeah. Also, remember, mages
Optimistic.
need 2 hands free to cast spells. So
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Maybe Chuck, maybe take the potion. I don't know. Don't listen to me.
I will. Well, I can at least wait until somebody goes in there first, and
Just so
what
we're all on the
happens.
same page, guys, why don't you fill in Trin for what your concern is with this area here?
Okay.
Yeah, you're all talking nonsense as far as Trin's concerned.
Well, there's
You're whittling on about something. We're here to kill vampires, aren't we?
Yeah, I think the bards or somebody told us it was a sign of an elder evil. It was quite profound, and it lured us into it closer. It's like that thing you saw in the ice, but like real.
The Caves of Hunger are not named. You would think, like from your people, that it was named after Tekeli Lee, because Tekeli Lee is the immortal and omnipresent thing. What Grim will fill you in is that there is something else that the Goliaths say lurks in the depths of the Caves of Hunger. Something primordial and ancient that predates even the existence of the gods.
Not friendly.
okay, maybe we should leave.
And this is
Well,
but
no,
a
we can
fragment.
just get around it. It's just kind of.
Someone was able to get in and you're right, if it wasn't the stone wolf that was down here, it was Lex's pet that was down here.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And that's
And
what
I
Grim
cast-
pulled back. So you were able to get in and pull something back, but it did completely and utterly dominate that.
We did get a saving throw, but like, yeah, it's.
And it's I think it was a penalty with the saving throw as well. So
I think it might have been, yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
And again, like no joke, Grim has likely been dreaming about this for quite some time. Like the prospect of finding, you got to remember that Grim's whole reason for coming to the Icewind Dale in the first place was to find stuff about the Netherese lost city that was up here. So the fact that he has not insisted on coming back here and continuing to explore this stuff, I think speaks to how terrified he was of this thing.
A little bit.
To retroactively justify what's happened in the campaign.
To some degree.
Yeah.
I'm sure it fits in there.
I believe they call that pulling a Roy Thomas. So,
Right, well, but there was, as I recall, I think some other passageways out of here so
yeah.
it's a place we're just gonna have to pass through is the idea. And to do that, I think we're gonna need to be resistant to this thing.
What do you think, guys?
Well, I do have a protection from evil that I can cast if somebody wants it.
I'd cast it on yourself if I were you. Or
Falco is confident enough that he'll be fine.
okay. Oh, that's right. He's got the ring.
Yeah.
Ring of
He
clarity.
may not be,
Those
but
last
he's
words.
confident.
All right.
Well, in that
uh,
case, Falcor, why don't you head out first and like usual, and
Yeah,
we'll
keep that dispel magic candy cola in case I'm not as.
Okay.
I'm just gonna watch too to see if something happens to him and
Yeah,
make sure
his overconfidence hasn't killed him yet. So
I say
Yeah.
Trin's in awe of all this magic, so if you lot are confident, he'll stick behind you.
Okay. Then I think, are we about to enter the space?
I'm gonna let you guys go first before I down my potion. But you might want to cast your spell.
I think I might yeah, I'm thinking I'll cast protection from evil on myself now.
you said it lasts 21 rounds, so
No.
2 turns.
Hold on. No, that's not true.
You said 3 rounds per level, right?
Actually, maybe you're right. Yeah, if it's 3 rounds per level, then maybe I'm not thinking. Yeah, 3 rounds per level, so it'd be 21 rounds. So okay, fair.
Okay.
I was giving it not enough credit.
So let's see. Who is able to see that far ahead right now? Falcroll.
Yep, I got information.
What you can see is in that right here. This is the edge of the ice wall, and within there, undulating, massive, shadowy tendrils.
I have no memory of this place, and it terrifies me.
I don't know if you might not have seen it. You might
Personally,
have,
I wasn't here as a player,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this
that
is
was
why I'm not. I don't think Andrew was here either.
I think what Grim, you say just like kind of on with bated breath, Father Limerick.
Yes.
So, okay, I'm gonna cast. I'll start it now. I'll cast Protection from Evil on myself.
And what do you do?
I'm gonna move 10 feet in, just carefully looking for that exit that was promised to us.
I'm gonna follow Falcro.
You can almost hear a low rumbling in your mind, Falcro. And those tendrils continue to undulate, and you're beginning to see more and more of them.
I'm gonna try to keep my gaze straight down this path, just so I can see the floor, and just so the edge of my vision can just see like something moving, and just not look at it.
You can almost feel its presence.
Oh God, I can see into the ice.
And it's on your. If you spare a look up in the direction of the ice as you're passing, you can't actually see where these tendrils are coming from, but something is lurking deep in the ice.
It's probably what's responsible for all the things in the ice in the other rooms. Yeah,
Maybe
that's
it's
a good idea.
just a. Okay. You can hear now, Falcro, you are so close. You can begin to hear whispers.
Grabbing that holy symbol.
Okay.
Yeah, my axe, which is well, I'll have my holy symbol. I'm gonna clutch it, but I'm taking my axe of Laudiger out.
Okay.
Start my
Falcro,
own whispers of prayer to Solinar and just keep moving it.
Falcro, would you kindly give us save versus spells? You can add
no, that
any
work.
bonus that you've got with your wisdom.
Okay, I actually have some of that. It's a +2.
Okay.
Oh no! Oh no!
Didn't work.
Nope. He was cocky. It came back to haunt him.
46 hit points. Maybe I can.
You
I don't think I can
have-
put him to
I
sleep.
would like to, yes.
Uh-oh.
So that's not your fortune, okay?
Yes.
Yeah, you probably should.
It's a 50-50 shot, you know.
Yeah.
Ah. Yes.
So you can feel something is, you can almost feel like an icy caress of some massive, uneven, like sharp, leathery with nodules on it, caress across your neck. You're like, ah! Go ahead and move yourself.
Yeah, so the moment that happens and like his ring fails to protect him, and I've been playing him since he's got that halberd because it's like an ice, he protects him from the ice. His fear is like cooling down, and this just like erupts in his head like a heat wave. He's not scared, but he flipping runs around that corner, just like
And
nope.
to be clear, the ring doesn't make you immune from fear. It
I
makes
know.
you free from fear effects.
So,
So
this is a thing Falco's built up in his mind.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
This
So
is roleplay.
you come racing over, and yeah, you can feel it has moved across, and you're still in its grip. You can feel almost from the side of your face, it is trying to pull you back. You guys cannot see anything on him, but that is how Falcro feels. And there's a passage that continues on in that far side, Falcro.
Yeah, and you hear him going nope.
Okay.
All right, just a minute, try to die down my potion.
Then, who would like to go next? Falcro, you saw Cola, you saw Falcro go through this, and he's muttering something in Elvish. I can't remember, does Cola speak Elvish?
Don't think I do. Let me see here. Come on. Common, Dwarvish, and Jotun.
Yes,
So
there's
no.
something he's saying in High Elvish, but...
Sylvan, actually.
Oh, Sylvan Elvish, okay.
Yes.
Okay, and then... All right, Cola, as soon as you take that step, you likewise can feel almost like there is a muffled voice that is speaking not so much in a language, but in impulses towards you. But your faith in Clangeddon is holding it at bay, but it's almost like a pressure headache that you can feel building up. As if this thing is pressing up against the prayer.
Yeah, that was a praying before I went in was a good call.
Okay. Falco and Coda, you guys can move yourself again if you want to move. Falco, if you want to move out of the range of this effect, you guys can do that. So you're free of it now, Falco. Free of it now, Cola.
The moment that he gets out of it, he's like, what about the other two?
Well, they're going to have to...
Did I hear Falco will run and curse in Elvish and shit like that?
Yes.
Okay, so that's a good sign that he downs his potion right now.
Cool. All right.
So what last for?
What does it give you?
It automatically succeeds saving throws for 5d4 rounds.
Nice.
And
Okay.
I just rolled 5d4. I thought I rolled 5d4. Let me try it again.
Okay.
There we go.
Nice.
15 rounds.
Okay, so you chug that back, Grim, and then what happens next?
I am just gonna run in there.
Okay. So as soon as he, right there, you immediately feel the same pressure. It's like a pressure headache that hits you. That just you can feel in your sinuses.
And in a very trying to look as brave as he can, gives him the finger.
Give us a save.
Ooh.
You're gonna don't taunt the elder evil, man.
If you have a wisdom bonus, you can apply that.
Okay, saving save versus spelling?
Yes, please.
Okay, I don't think I do. Okay, let's try that. Shit.
I'm not even that disrespectful.
Well,
Damn it, Grim.
Again, Grim. Grim being Grim.
Well. Oh, here we go.
Okay, so you try to get that up, but the pain of this sort of staggers you. You fall to your knee, and you can feel, and maybe it's your mind playing tricks, but the ground seems to almost be undulating as if like some serpent or tendril is reaching out from the ice and towards you. What do you do?
Can I get up and keep running?
Yes, you can.
Disrespect was not allowed.
Okay. So then,
Come
Grim,
on, Trin!
Wait, does Trin
still
have
feeling
protection?
it.
No, he doesn't, but I
Still feeling it.
Okay, get out of here.
There you go. The pressure is gone.
We've got...
We need to cut a section out of this tunnel right here.
What are you guys? So Trin is left on the far side.
Come on, Trin. I'll put you to sleep if I need to.
So I'll be just peering round the corner,
Okay.
shining light to see as these guys have been, and I've seen them all disappear down this south corridor by the looks of it.
So you can see just a slight hint of it, that wall. And it's similar to the shadowy form that you saw in that other chamber, but so much bigger. The wall here, the ice wall, it rises up about 25 feet into the ceiling. It's almost a perfect surface, and then deep in the blue of that ice, you can see massive tentacles moving back and forth.
Okay. Well, he's forced into the position where he's just going to follow the others. But what he's going to do is he's just going to, again, hug the south wall, and he's just going to run as fast as he can.
Okay.
So that any sort of effect that he thinks this thing might have on him will only last for a few seconds, or, that's his logic.
So then, would you kindly, let's see here, move yourself square by square. I'll tell you when to stop if you need to. I'm assuming you're sprinting here and you're not moving.
Yeah, I'm just going full speed.
Yeah, I just want to give
as fast as he can.
Let you know when it triggers.
So he's basically just going to follow along this.
Okay, let's see. You can feel a humming. Stop right there. And would you kindly give us a save versus spell at -4?
Oof, I think that's probably impossible.
Nothing's impossible.
I wonder if we could have split that magic resistance potion.
Success! Beautiful. So as you go racing in, this thing, you can feel just like I described with Falcrel. There's something, you can see the size of whatever form is in that ice right now, and all of its tentacles are sort of hitting up against the edge there, and you can feel one moving up along your body and caressing your head and moving into it, but you're forcing it back. You can continue your sprint around the corner.
Yeah, I'm just a full pelt, just.
Yeah.
And I'll just run straight into Cola. I just imagine.
Yeah.
You keep coming.
And you guys get back.
Watch where they're going.
And you are free of it now.
Already.
Valkyrie just reaches over and just like claps him on the shoulders, like good job, Trent.
And with that,
he
the
just
tentacles,
shaking his head.
you look over and it is not, they're almost like moving slowly, like you can picture like the slow drifting up bits of like a lava lamp. So it's almost hypnotic, but it is distinctly, each one of you who felt the presence of those tentacles, there is a unnerving alienness to each of those. There's just a feeling of wrong for it has caressed your mind, and you feel like you will not escape it anytime soon. Grim, there's a little bit of satisfaction having lived with this thing's presence for so long in your dreams. There's a little bit of satisfaction, but the cold pit you feel in your stomach suggests that you may have, only by exposing yourself to it a second time, given a second connection to you.
Valkyrie looks down at his ring and says, because he's got that otherworldly sense from it, is like, no wonder the ring didn't work. It's magic was not meant to protect against that.
Well, the ring, now that you've actually got a chance to focus on it too, is there a mark on it that wasn't there before?
Ooh. Oh no.
Can I,
What about my rings?
Your rings are fine.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, he looks at it. He's like, what the hell?
is it an actual like any symbols or
If you
anything?
move-
Like in any script? It
Almost
moves?
like there is a very, very tiny, almost imperceptible crack in it.
Oh no.
It doesn't run even the full width of the band, but there is definitely an imperfection on this ring that was not there before.
That's concerning.
Yeah.
Grim, you have your cantrips. You want to give us a cantrip roll to see if there's...
Oh yeah, well, I don't know let me see what I can do.
Yeah, I'll ask Grim about it because, I don't know much about
might
magic items.
I might be able to do a let's see, where are my cantrips?
It's under proficiency, I believe.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to remember what cantrips I had that I could
Well, you don't
here
actually
we
have to
go.
remember, we're using the Little Wishes
I know.
article from Dragon.
Yeah, but I thought there were specific cantrips, and but there is that like tech magic thing to see if it's still magic.
like a sense magic kind of.
Yeah, there was that one. Where'd it go? Where's my proficiencies? This character sheet's so long. Every time I think I have the order memorized, it turns out it's something completely different. Here it is. All right.
Okay. Let's see.
There we go. Does that work?
Gonna spend Astonishing Fortune. That was a fail by 1.
Yeah.
Got 2.
I think we'll say. I don't know.
Valkyrie really wants to know what it is, but he'll defer to you.
All right, I'll do it again.
Okay.
Let's do that.
He's had
see.
this ring for 95% of the sessions. Same roll.
God damn it. All right, well.
So you're, I think it's,
Suit me.
as you're trying to get your somatic processes out, your hands won't stop shaking. So you're trying to get it off, to get the proper thing off, and it just doesn't seem to want to manifest properly.
Sorry, mate.
Does Grim
Tried.
cover that up with some excuse, or does he let everyone sort of see that that's the...
No, and he's at this point he's trusts this group with his life, so he's not pulling any BS with us. They know what they saw.
Yeah, for the level of expertise that Grim has shown with his magic thus far, it just seems like this experience has left him a little unnerved.
Yeah.
So he isn't quite able to get that off. He could try again a little later.
Sorry.
Yes.
I'll try it again. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, Falco just makes mental note that he will not be wearing that ring the next time he tries to cross that thing's path. He'd rather
good idea.
risk going against it with a spell than his ring. So
Yeah.
What both Kola and Falcro can infer, because you guys are priests, you know that like the types of magics that you guys work, they are powerful, and they can get, mortals can get access to quite impressive and even earth, like world-changing spells. That is still nothing compared to the power of gods. And if this thing, this Father Limerick, as the Goliath referred to him, is truly something older than gods, the sort of rule is the older and more close to the creation of all you are, the more powerful these creatures may be. So this is just a trivial mortal enchantment brushing up against the power of something primal.
So reason in second edition, priests only get 7th level spells.
I was looking at that, by the way, for restoration. Yeah, it's a 7th level spell to which I only have access when I hit level 17, and only then if I have a wisdom score of 18, which I do. But
for how long in this game, Kevin?
Say again?
10 levels away from being able to cast restoration.
Wow.
Oh my god.
That's why further editions put lesser restoration in there, so you didn't have to wait so long.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now,
All right.
you guys can see the caverns this chasm seems to open up wider than some of the others you have passed through, but then branch off in other directions.
Right. Let's go check it out.
What are you guys thinking?
Any idea what's waits for us below Grim? Left or right?
Nope. No, we never. I believe this is as far as we've ever gone.
Oh, you ran. Okay.
Yeah, we ran away from that last time.
Well, I'm gonna walk 10 feet down and look either
It's a mystery.
way.
So if you look to your right, Falcarol, I'm assuming you're facing south. So as you approach there, you look to your right, and what you can see is that every surface in this 20-foot high cave is polished to a mirror finish, such that you are facing countless distorted reflections of yourself. Your head spins as you try and keep your bearings in here, because this is not a flat surface as well, too. Each of these has an unusual and angled surface, so it seems it gives the appearance of this being a much, much larger chamber than what it actually is. You've heard that this is a very popular design for living rooms in the 1970s in Forgotten Realms.
I was gonna say it sounds like a fun house.
Yeah, nothing fun about this with an eldritch monstrosity right over there.
Yeah.
I'd rather deal with this.
And then to your south, it continues on and then opens up into a larger chamber. And then a further passage that seems to head even further down south there, Falcaro.
I, for one, want to avoid the dizzy-making room and just pop a little further down here to see if I can see
You
anything.
can see on the far side of the room as well, Falcaro, if you move yourself up one square, just want to point out there does appear to be another passage over there, and then a passage that cuts down in this direction. So 2 other ways deeper into the depths of the Caves of Hunger.
Avoid the fun house.
Okay, so Falcro, you make your way a little further down, and there is a more cramped passageway on your left that twists and works its way deeper in. Give me 1 second, I need to move something. Okay. And then something further south. There's another chamber there now. Falcro, in that chamber, let me just see. You got a pretty good perspective of it now. In that chamber just to your southeast, Falcro, large pieces of stone jut from the 20-foot high ceiling in this empty cavern. It has the same blackened stone that you've seen on the inverted tower and in some of the other bits of debris. That buried tower you found earlier on. Grim, you need not make a roll once you see it.
Yeah, the Falcor goes, Grim.
What's in here?
These are fragmented pieces of Yithrin, the fallen Netherese city.
Imagine how close you are before you ran away from that thing.
Figures. Well,
So, Kola, you look down into that mirrored room, and with all the eyes of yourself looking back at you, your mind just goes back to that thing, that horrific snow, creature with the eye turning to face you.
No, if I was a GM, never mind.
Don't give him any ideas.
Yeah.
What would you guys like to do next?
Co-conspirator.
Sorry, it's the heart of being a GM. You just fuck with the players. It's just what you do. Are you sure you want to do that? You roll. Nothing. I'm gonna step a little closer because this windy passage over to the left here is catching my attention.
Okay.
And then I'll step a little bit further.
So you step in there, and it arcs around.
Okay. Hopefully, yeah. As soon as my allies start moving in, I'm gonna keep looking. It's like,
Okay.
because I know Grim probably wants to look at those,
Yeah.
slack.
They're down to the south, right?
Yeah.
all right. I'd like to go in there if we could.
Okay.
Just keep a watch for now. I'm gonna see what's around this bend.
Have
So-
fun.
Cola's keeping an eye on the mirrored chamber. Grim,
For a couple seconds longer.
here
admiring him.
and here are where the bits of...
Where? I didn't see you.
Oh, sorry. Am I in the right layer? Yep. Here.
There and there. Okay.
And down here are where 20 feet up in the ceiling is where those chunks of Yithrin, the blackened stone, and looking at it, you can tell that, and Kola, you would know this as well too, just as a dwarf, that the way that the stone is worked, it is neither naturally formed, nor is it hewn with any kind of device or implement. This is something that has been formed with magic.
Grim's nerding out as both a architect, stonemason, and wizard.
Yeah.
Kola is likewise not as a wizard, obviously, but just as a creature who is,
Tied to the stone.
one of the earth, and this is at the core of what it is to be a dwarf. He's mesmerized by this.
For me, it's out of character stuff because I work with engineers and I design buildings. So yeah, that's how they do it.
Now, Grim is there are some markings on it that could benefit maybe with some rubbing paper placed across it, but it's 20 feet in the air. So if you've got
Flex when you need 'em.
what are you guys doing next? Falcor, there's no sound coming down from that
I still want to
passageway.
see what's around the bend. So like, you guys keep an eye. I'm gonna be like right over here,
Go up there.
Okay.
just enough to look. So, ook.
Here's
All
the
right, so
vampire.
here's the curious thing. Falcor, right in the middle of this chamber here, there is about an 8-foot to 10-foot by 8-foot to 10-foot black cube. It looks like it's made of the same stone.
Is it on the ground?
It's on the ground.
Grim, you want to see this?
Okay. He runs in there.
Okay.
I
So
see
you
it?
see exactly as I described. It looks to be made of the exact same material that the stone stuck way up in the ceiling is, but down in the ground.
Wait, fireball! Don't go ahead of me.
I'll walk closer to it. See what's going on.
Is it? Do we have a picture? Is it there?
Fascinating. It is like about 7 feet by 7 feet.
Okay.
And it is almost it's low. It's not a cube per se. It's more of a rectangle, but it has almost perfect precision on it.
Any writing on it?
There is little bits of writing.
Ooh,
How cool.
what does
He's
it
going to
say?
peek his head in and just see if there's any exits to this room other than what they came in.
Does not appear to be.
He's going to go back, guys. Dead end. Come on, we found something. And walk back to Grim.
What is Grim doing?
What is it? I'm just checking out the writing.
So you can. It's difficult to see because of it's like black on black stone, right?
Sure. Right. So I get close as I can get to read it.
Okay, so you get up to read it, and it's Netherese.
Yeah, which I know.
Yeah. It's gonna take you a while to work your way through this. Do you lay your hands on it at all?
No, I have an Ion Stone of Read Magic if that proves necessary as well. So.
Yes. No, this isn't magical writing. It's just that it is. It seems to be like sort of casting recounting a history of some kind. That's on there. It's weird that it seems to be almost gibberish. Like it moves along at one point and then it stops talking and about something and then it starts almost as if someone like had taken and pieced together different parts of of stone fragments together to the point where like there's lettering that like we'll get to one point and then it'll suddenly start another one. If you did like a cut up method, right, but with hieroglyphs. That's almost what this is like.
Like somebody reassembled this, maybe?
Perhaps, yeah. But it's perfectly seamless stone on this. Or at least it appears to be. You haven't touched it yet.
I touch it.
So you touch it. It's cool to the touch.
Okay.
You can't move your hand. You're about to say something when a mouth forms around it.
God damn it.
And chomps down on your arm. Would you give us a save versus breath weapon, please?
Oh, yeah, sure.
This is my first mimic. I'm so excited.
Do I still have my 5d4? That's magic resistance. That doesn't count. Never mind.
Yeah, that'll have been gone by now.
Yeah. And then, yeah. Okay.
Well done, Kevin. Well done.
Oh, thank God.
Okay. Success. Well, it does mean it just means your arm's not trapped. It doesn't mean you don't take damage.
Okay.
Mimics, they're sticky. They're very sticky.
Yep. Okay. Let me just get this in here.
This is the first mimic I've come across as a player in second edition.
Awesome.
Yeah, same here. Same here. I've never dealt with a mimic.
I've never used a mimic before. There was a Twitter thing that was going around about tick off what level you'd be as a DM. Guys, I just went from level 18 to level 19.
I've used a mimic with rogue levels in one of my higher campaigns, which was cool, but because mimic sneak attack,
Mimics
tries.
are amazing. Okay, so here we go. You are taking Grim. Where's my other one? There it is. Okay.
Touching stuff.
That's amazing.
If the DM ever asks you if you touch it, it's
8
no.
points of damage. DR applies, but I don't think you've got any DR.
No.
And your arm is stuck in there. Stuck to the surface. It hasn't got its teeth around you and is gnawing on you.
Yeah.
But you'll need to make an open on your turn. You'll need to make an open doors roll to try and break free.
Must have got my strength back.
Yeah. All right, guys. So let's drop into initiative here. So everyone decide what you want to do. You can hear Grim screaming as this thing is chomping down on his arm. Would you kindly all decide what you're doing with your round? And then I think, John, you...
Lost.
Okay, so we're on to Darren. Everyone decide what you're doing. And then, Darren, would you kindly beat my 8, please? Nice. 6. Okay, and let's swap out this for... All right. Okay. Then, first up is Grim. What would you like to do? This thing is acting on it's a large-sized creature, so this will be acting on a +5, I believe, a 13. I'm sorry, Grim, what are you doing?
Well, you said I need to make an open doors check. To
Yes,
get out of
please.
that?
Yep.
Okay, so that's it. That's it. It just says 8. Is that a?
Really low chance.
Let's see
Is
here.
that, I've already forgotten
you remember, he's
how
asking
this
what the, it's not whether it's a percentage
works.
or
Is
whether...
it? Yeah, I don't know what kind of roll it is.
Let's see here. Open doors. It's on a D20.
Oh,
So I just said I need to get an 8 or higher,
8 or less.
right? 8 or less. Okay.
Yeah.
Nope.
You want to spend a taunt your fortune?
Yeah, if that's okay with
the
everybody.
last point.
Yeah.
Don't get stuck again.
Did it?
So you pull your hand off, and you are free. All right.
Can I move with the rest of my? Or just that?
It might trigger attack of opportunity, though. Because you'd have to
Yeah,
move.
If I'm gonna get
if
if I'm gonna get stuck again, I might as well. Well,
you're gonna get if it attacks you, you're gonna get stuck again too.
okay, never mind. I won't. That's fine. I'll save her for now.
Oh, God!
Couldn't he? No, it's only got to move left. Never mind.
Yeah. There's no step in AD&D. Then it is Falcrol. You're up next. What are you doing?
Falcrol don't care about no attack of opportunity. He's getting in here between the mimic and thing and trying
so
to.
you can't move it on a diagonal through there. So you.
Oh
want
no,
to
I'm moving into Grim and then down.
Yep. I hit an AC 0.
That hits me.
Okay, so, and it's a pseudopod that seems to move out of the side, like some of those hieroglyphs twist out and it slams you. You take 6 points of damage, full DR applies, and I need a save versus... Oh, not save, I need a save versus breath weapon, please.
Breath weapon is not one of my better ones. Nope.
You are stuck to this thing.
Stuck to it, or can I still swing my weapon?
Oh, you're effectively grappled because
So
of
can I go down, grab a dagger, and just stab it instead?
Yes, you can.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll do that. So I'll just take a hand off the thing and just dagger.
Okay. Go ahead.
Or just dagger because I've only got the one.
Okay.
I'll go with my silvered one because it's the easy one in reach.
Yep.
Oh, that's undead. I can't use that one. Mimic. Here we go.
Okay. Solid hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Large size creature. Which actually will suck for
It does suck.
this.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm stuck to it. Get off me.
I think that's wrong. Daggers only do 1d3, I believe, against large size
Okay,
creatures.
so subtract 1 from that then.
Yeah.
I will fix that.
Yeah, because I think that they're only
Well,
1d.
I've got daggers as D4s and knives as D3s, so
Yeah.
maybe.
All right.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so then it is 4 points of damage. All right. So you stab into this thing, and like it's flesh. It doesn't feel like stone. Then it is, and let me put a. Let's see here. What are we gonna say? What's your?
Green for grappled.
Yeah, that works for me. Or glued.
Are we doing the points with the grappling?
No, this is a different. It's a
Okay.
one of the weird subsystem monsters.
Gotcha.
Next up is Trin and Cola. What are you guys doing?
Go ahead.
So I'm seeing the guys walking forward that they're getting stuck to it, or it's grabbing them and
Yeah.
just by
This
being
cube
near it.
has a giant, vicious-looking mouth on it right now, with a tongue that also seems to be acting on its own. Falcrol, as he tried to run past, got slammed by one of them and kind of pulled in, and Grim is screaming from his hand being stuck on it before.
But does it look like it's now engaged with Valkyrie? Would I be able to get past Grim? Or
You can definitely make him way past Grim, but it might have an attack of opportunity.
right? Okay. And shooting it would be shooting into combat.
It would be, yes.
Yeah.
Still stab the hell out of it.
Yeah. It'll guarantee hit me, but
Maybe not.
well, I'll try and get past
Okay.
Grim and see if it.
It does
Reacts
manage
or
to
not.
hit you. Another pseudopod forms out from the side of this cube, slams into you. You take 9 points of damage, and I need a save versus reflex versus breath weapon, please.
Breath weapon, you said?
Yes, please.
No.
You are likewise held fast by this thing as it pulls you in, but you can complete your action now.
Well, I shall try and hit it with my staff.
Okay.
Try
The
that.
staff is going to have a penalty to hit. I'll apply it to its armor class, but just because
Okay.
you're pulled in really close and you're like, ah.
Okay, I'll just roll and then.
Yep. Yeah, solid hit.
adjust it.
Go ahead and roll damage. Large size creature.
And I'm gonna do a charge.
Okay.
Is it plus D6? I think. Let me just roll it first.
Okay. Let's see here. Boom. Okay, so that is
Comes the D6. Or you already had that in there.
D6. No, I'm going to do it now. So plus D6.
okay. Oh, nice.
Nice.
Oh, I'm holding it down for you. That's why.
So chunks blow out of this thing, and it squeals. You know, in the thing with that horrible screech from the '80s Thing film. That's what it's doing right now. And like all these tendrils, all these other pseudopods are coming out of this cube. Cola, what are you doing?
I am staying a little bit back. I'm gonna cast Silverbeard on myself.
Okay. I'll be right there, guys. Hold on.
I take a little bit of time to get ready.
Just stretch it. Hold on. Oh, don't want to pull the muscle. Hold on, boys. All right. I'll be coming in soon. All right. So then it is this thing's turn. I think Falcarol. I need save versus reflexes versus breath weapon from you, please.
God, I hate that saving throw. Hey, I made it.
Nice. So once again, that mouth that was open and going for Grim, it seems to close up and have just a pseudopod that's going out in search of Grim. And where you are, like a seam kind of wet drool comes down it as it opens up around the pseudopod that has you, and it chomps down. That is 8 points of damage.
Okay, so I'll
And
take 6.
you fortunately pull yourself free, so it's not going to be able to just worry its teeth back and forth across you. Then it is, and your DR would apply against that too.
Yeah, I took it off.
Okay. Then it is Falco. Do you have a second attack with your dagger?
It's on the even rounds because I only get the second every round because of the speed weapon. I'm not using that one.
Got it.
So,
all right. So, anyone else have any actions, attacks? I don't think so. We're on to round 2, guys. Everyone decide what you're doing with your round. And then
before we start,
Yep.
I have to ask a question because Falcro would know this. If he drops his halberd and reaches for his short sword, could he 2-weapon fight while he's grappled?
yes, both of those are short enough weapons. So yeah.
Okay, so that's what he's planning. So I'll adjust accordingly.
Sounds good. All right, and then Darren, you kicked my ass last turn. See if that continues to be the case with my 4. Oh, nice.
Okay, wow, shit.
All righty.
Is speed for drinking a potion? Is that just dual speed?
I think it's 4.
It's 4.
4. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Less than handling a body, quicker than using a wand.
Our measure in AD&D second has been like dragging a body is 5. So is it faster or slower than dragging someone's unconscious body? All right, so you guys are going to go. So Grim, you're up first. What are you doing? Oh, you might be muted, Brandon.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm withdrawing, so using a third of my movement, I'm going to move up behind,
Okay.
Trin, and I'm going to blast him with my ice
So
staff.
you can't combine a withdrawal with an attack, I don't think.
It says, so when careful backs away from his opponent, moves up to a third his normal movement rate. It says nothing about not being able to attack.
Oh, yeah, withdrawal is its own full round action.
Yeah. Withdraw is not like a
All right,
move.
well, yeah, it's fine. Okay, fair enough.
Okay. I mean, you could risk the attack of opportunity and move back.
No, that's fine.
More interested in getting out of the way of it.
Yeah.
As big as this thing is,
13 hit points?
it doesn't seem to have a reach beyond the immediate 5-foot radius around it. So
yeah, I just want to get out of the way.
okay, Falco, you're up next. What are you doing?
Yeah, so you hear the first time he's done it in a while, he drops his halberd, it clatters on the ground, and he just pulls out his short sword, and he just stabs with both weapons.
Go ahead.
I'm so glad I invested in 2-weapon fighting, actually, because otherwise I couldn't do it in heavy armor. Rangers get it for free in light, but I had to put
Okay.
weapon versions in it and do it in heavy. Okay, silvered dagger.
Yep.
We'll start with that one.
And let's just, before we roll damage too, remember because I think the short sword also does less. No, short sword does more against large size creature.
It does a D6, right? Or
D8.
Okay.
D6 normally, D8 against large size.
We'll go with the dagger
So that's
first.
a hit with the dagger. Go ahead and roll damage.
And 2.
Ooh, okay.
And then I'm gonna roll it. Shoot, where's my short sword? There it is.
Okay.
Minus that because it's not against an undead.
Go.
Yeah.
Yep, hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Large size creature.
And it's a D8. So here we go.
Come on.
Stab.
Nicely done. All right. So you're stabbing into this thing's form, but it's tough to say, whether it's sealing up fast enough in response to the brutal tissue damage that you're inflicting on it. Trin, you're up next. What are you doing?
Yeah, he's in a bit of a panic now with this thing grabbing hold of him.
Yep.
So he's gonna drink this potion that I can't remember who gave it to him now. This potion of white dragon breath.
Oh,
That was me. You're welcome.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
okay. And then are you immediately able to use the breath weapon?
He can use it for
says-
hours.
Yeah, it
Biggest one
says it lasts 1d4 hours, but you can only use it once, the actual breath.
So do you want to unleash the breath right away?
Yeah, he's just panicking, so he's just gonna.
Love it.
That's amazing.
Aim it this way, would you?
Yeah,
And what's
as much as possible. Yeah.
So it's as a white dragon?
Yeah, because I just
yeah.
dropped the weapon that
Breath
protects
weapon.
me from cold. So
Okay.
White dragon breath, it says.
Okay, so let's see here.
I mean, it tells me the damage, but
Yeah, I'm
doesn't
curious
tell
if the
me
cone's
anything
gonna.
else.
Yeah, if it'll blow back on you.
Yeah, I don't know what.
I hope not.
It's 3d6 damage plus 3 cold damage, but
Let's see here.
That's all it
Potion
says.
of.
That's
Here we go.
hilarious.
Potion of dragon breath. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Oh, yes, it's a breath weapon of the corresponding type of dragon. So let me just look at the size of the cone for white dragons. Here we go. White dragon cone, 70 foot long, 5 foot wide at the base, 25 foot. So it's 5 foot wide at the mouth, 25 foot wide at the base. So it's going to fill this entire chamber with frost and ice and whatnot. But
Shoot.
let's.
Do it anyway.
Okay, so let me make the save for this. Well, no, first go ahead and roll damage for it. I'll make the save for it.
it's 3d6 plus 3.
Okay. 12 points of damage. Okay. That's actually pretty good. So it does take the full effect of it. There's frost that forms on this. Falcarel, Trin, and Grim, would you each give us a save versus breath weapon, please?
Yay.
Yay!
Success, no damage for Falcarel.
I don't have a very good one. Let's see.
I don't like my chances.
Ugh. So, Trin, you take 6 points of cold damage. Grim, you take no damage.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so you're... you know what? Because you're activating the breath, I think it makes sense that you would also gain the immunity for it. So, Trin, maybe don't take that damage. Because otherwise it would, like, if it's coming from inside you and out, it makes sense you would have the same resistance that the corresponding dragon would have. So that fills that area. Then next up is Cola. What are you doing, Cola?
I am with a prayer to Clangeddon to help my friends. I say a prayer. So I cast prayer. So all of you will have +1 to your attack rolls, your damage rolls, and any saves you need to take. And likewise, the Mimic has -1 to all of the same.
Okay.
Thank you.
So then on the Mimic's turn, Falcarel doesn't like you stabbing at it. So once again, that mouth
It's a mutual.
opens up larger. It's already got you, so I just need a reflex save from you, please.
Yes. Come on, luck of Solinar. Nope.
Oh, shit. All right, so this mouth chomps around you. You take 7 points of damage.
Yeah.
And then it's going to hit you with another pseudopod. or try to at least. Nat 1 is not going to do it. It's trying to grab one of your swords to stop you from moving your sword. But it's the mouth is formed around you and it's going to automatically do damage next turn. Okay. So then, Falco, do you have a second attack this round?
I do. Because I get an even round. I'm going to go with my short sword because it seems to do more damage.
Go ahead.
And I get a +1 because of bless or prayer.
Yep. Go, solid hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
And
nicely done.
Just stick it in solid. This is for you, Lex.
Okay. Nice. All right, guys. That is the end of round 3, or sorry, round 2. We're on to round 3. Everyone decide what you're gonna do with your round, and then watch as Darren once again kicks my ass and beats my 9.
There, yes.
Yes, a 4. All right. Oh god, and those teeth would be stuck to you as well, too, Falcarol.
That's why I'm glad for this dwarven armor.
Heck yeah. All right, Grim, you're up first. What are you doing?
Okay, so I can do a withdrawal through him and just to get, well, hold on, 1, 2.
Where are you trying to get to?
Trying to get to the other side of Cola so I don't get hit by that white dragon breath again.
But I
want to do it's gone.
Unfortunately.
That was it?
Yeah.
All right, well, shoot then.
Unless Trin has a secret heritage that you're not aware of.
Okay, I thought it was going to be repeated, so like.
Okay.
I think he's just going to move, and then he's like, oh, never mind.
Shit.
Okay, so.
Okay.
Forget.
All right.
Sorry.
Then it is Falcarol.
Just stab until this thing is dead.
Go ahead. Come on.
An 8?
Shit, no.
Okay.
When you were avoiding that pseudopod that was trying to grab your hand, you just it threw your aim off. That one hits, though. Go ahead and roll damage.
With a weaker weapon.
Come on.
That is accurate, so 5 max.
Okay, yeah.
Because of prayer.
All right. Oh, right. Does prayer add to damage or just to attack?
Attack damage.
Attack and damage.
And damage, okay. Excellent. Then it is Trin's turn. What are you doing, Trin?
I'm going to go back to trying to hit it with my staff of striking.
Okay. Go ahead.
Wrestling against it.
That is a hit. Even with a weird angle. Wow. You slam up against this.
Okay.
Spin a charge on it.
I'll do +1 charge.
Okay.
So that's D3 damage.
A ripple just kind of runs through this whole thing as its body trembles in pain.
So it's just D3. I'll just roll it. D6.
Okay.
But it's
Nice.
only 2.
Okay,
That's 2.
3. All right. So yeah, that and the explosion echoes in this little chamber. Let me make a morale check here.
Run away.
Oh, I want to get the mimic badge for my.
Let's see here.
There's the mimic achievement on Roll20.
Okay. So then, let's see here. That was Trin's turn. Cola, what are you doing?
My axe illuminates with ethereal blue energy, and I shoot a copy of it out to the mimic as I cast spiritual weapon.
Go ahead.
I'm to hammer a
I
stone.
was on the wrong thing. Okay, here we go.
Rather, axe flesh that looks like stone.
Yeah. Oh yeah. +1 for prayer. Nope.
Oh, any astonishing fortune left?
Nope.
Okay, so that passes. I think it kind of skits up against it, but it doesn't seem to do anything significant on it. On its turn, there's a undulating pulse that goes through this thing, and you can hear the sound of like slurping as it drops through a crack in the floor as a withdrawal.
It dropped me.
You were released. You are not
Okay.
bit.
I did not want to be pulled through the crack and
No, it's
with
actually
it.
not big enough. The crack itself is only about like not even quite half a foot across, but its whole body just sort of liquefied and it slurped through it to whatever chamber is below.
Sorry,
Coward!
guys.
And I think with you guys, so you yell at it, coward, in Sylvan. And I think, guys, that is where we will end our session. So, for the fighters in the group, you guys
Mimic badge.
defeated.
Mimic badge.
Yeah, Mimic badge. Level 19. That's got one more thing to do, and I've reached level 20 as a DM. Okay. And it's good stuff. All right, so for those of you who are not undead foes, you guys defeated 15 hit dice worth of adversaries. For those of you who are undead foes, 20 hit dice of adversaries.
Okay.
There's no astonishing fortune left. You did face... Okay, let's see here. Who is
And remember your spells for those of you that cast them.
Yeah.
All 0 of them for me.
Okay.
Well, that was your fault.
Well, I mean, I got the experience earlier, I suppose.
All right, there's 4 of you today. All right, guys, so each of you, in addition to whatever your class-based XP are, has earned 1,375 XP. That's 1,375.
Tantalizing close.
All right. And congratulations for those of you who have had your first mimic. So, all right. Then for those listening at home, we will be back with our next session in 2 weeks' time. Until then, we hope that we've given you a few hours to take your mind off of the troubles of our world and think about the troubles that our friends in the Icewind, or heroes in the Icewind Dale, have been getting up to. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the session, the campaign, or the game we're playing, please do not hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section of the video, or you can also find a link down below to the Dungeon Musings Discord server. You can reach us over there. We have channels dedicated to this game, this campaign, and every other game we run on the channel. In addition, there are channels over there dedicated to a variety of other great topics. So great people over there, great conversation. You are more than welcome to join us over there. In addition, let's see here. I think that's it, actually, for now. We still don't have the charity donation system set up again because of apparently there is no active system to donate for Hero Save Villages or for SOS Children's Villages International yet, but we're trying to sort that out with them. Last thing I will say before we say goodbye for the weekend is a huge thank you to our heroes in the Icewind Dale. So John, Darren, Brandon, and Andrew, thank you so much for joining me this morning back in the Icewind Dale, guys. Did anyone ding today also?
Oh, just checking. Oh, no, not quite.
I need 13,000 and a half-ish before I ding on Ranger 8.
Oh,
But
okay.
That's going to be a little bit.
Okay. All right. So effectively you need like 26,000.
No, that's including the split between the two. So
Oh, so you're only 7,000 off then?
just under 7. So,
Okay, nice.
yeah.
Nice. All right. Then for those listening at home, we until we see you again, so we hope that, again, we gave you a few hours to take your mind off of the troubles of our world. Think about the troubles that these heroes keep finding in the caves of hunger. And until we see you again, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy gaming.